So today we're talking about a '90s classic, man. I ain't gonna say a hood classic, but it's a '90s classic, man. Real. So we're talking about Boys in the Hood, which is John Singleton's directorial debut. Boys in the Hood it was in 1991, a landmark coming off the age of crime drama directed by John Singleton, following three young black men: Trey, played by Cuban Gooding Jr., Doughboy, played by Ice Cube, and Ricky, played by Morris Chestnut, as they navigate the life and friendship of violence in South Central LA. The film was a critical and commercial success. It was praised for its raw portrayal of inner city life, earning John Singleton an Academy Award nomination for Best Director and Best Original Screenplay, and is preserved, which is crazy, in the National Film Registry for its cultural significance. Like we was talking about early, like, and I'm gonna hit it again.
Yeah, we should say
I
like
think this movie had to be preserved in this shit because most movies after that, and I'm gonna say this like which was a good movie, South Central, which was a good movie.
sure we good.
It was just too hood. This was just like Delhi. This movie right here was like Delhi life in LA, man. Or Delhi life in any hood.
Yeah, I would say it was super relatable to even, my childhood or your childhood or his childhood.
Yes. They didn't portray the father as he was some deadbeat. Like, he actually had some intelligence. The mom had intelligence, but it also showed people that was also struggling in the hood with either the father not being there, people struggling in the hood with drug addiction.
Yeah. I think it showed
the life you will go through, between gun violence and trying to just going to school. And
it hit the nail on the head for the traumatic. Like, I didn't realize how traumatic growing up in the inner city or even in that type of neighborhood or environment could be. And we've all experienced, at least a portion of that. I mean, you make jokes all the time, or I make jokes all the time about, bullets whizzing past your head or your friend's head when you was a kid. Other people in this world ain't lived that kind of life.
Yeah. When we laugh, like I said, like two experiences I used to joke about, but two experiences. I'm gonna hit them again.
I mean, nobody's coming.
One experience was, like I said, when I said younger, my mom, seeing my mom's best friend get stabbed to death, and knowing what death was at the age of 6 years old.
Yeah.
Knowing that her friend got killed and seeing her cry and seeing her upset. That was my first introduction to what death was. Another one was, I was probably about like 9 or 10, playing at the basketball court with my brother, and the dude just shooting the gun off at us because he thought the shit was funny.
Yeah.
And it's just me just playing basketball at the court. Or, you know what I mean? Or my cousin being in the wrong place at the wrong time, getting shot in his leg because some drug beef kicked off. But it was just normal shit. It's like, I just want to go play at the park.
And I think that type of shit being interwoven into your past, or into my past, or into his past, it shapes the kind of man you are. And as Kev said, this movie kind of points out the paths that you can go to, different paths.
Yeah.
And
it shows each path that can be given for each individual and why their path extends to that route. I mean, you got Trey who was living with his mom, and she comes to terms where she realizes that she can't raise her son to be a man, so she sends him to his father, who raises him from that point on. And he has a strong black father figure in his life who's trying to steer him in the wrong direction.
Right.
And then you have Ricky and Doughboy, who are brothers in the same household, but with two different paths of their own. You have Ricky, who is in the sports, and he's trying to figure out a way for him to be able to do the things that he loves and get out of the scenario that he's in. And you have Doughboy, who lives in this street life. And I think that all of that really started from when they were kids, just, walking around the neighborhood, and the things that they got into kind of made them make the decisions that they wanted to make.
And I want to point out, because we haven't gotten there yet, I want to point out that the parents also, like, other than the environments, the parents have so much to do with that.
Yep.
That it's, God, there's so many nuances. That's why I said this movie, and we're going to jump into it. This movie is more than just a movie. I think it should be shown to everybody's kids.
My wife said the same thing this morning.
It's a real work of art that I didn't realize was so nuanced until I was an adult and watched it and said, wow. At a certain time, you know, I've actually shed a tear to this movie, like, you know, when I watched it. And I didn't think I was going to do that as an adult, because I watched this movie maybe 50, 60 times.
Same here. I got emotional too. I'm like, I watched this movie so much as a kid, because it was, like I said, it was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, me too.
So I was like, I'll just watch it just to watch it and quote it. Yeah, no certain shit. Like, my wife see me watch this shit. Oh, he about to say this, Mark, all this. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's culturally historic when it comes to movies, because it was literally showing you what was it was a great piece of art, but it was showing you exactly what our world is like.
Yeah.
You know, but focused on that one particular area. Not just because it was in that area didn't mean that we didn't see, like you said, we didn't see those parts of different aspects of the lives that they went through. I mean, we know friends and people who actually had to go through those paths, if not one of us. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
All right, let's get into it. So at the beginning,
Trey's walking to school.
He meets up with his buddy, or lack thereof, and two other girls, and his buddy says, y'all want to see something?
Yeah, he takes him, his homie takes him to a crime scene, which was just recently taped off. You can still see the blood on the ground, the bullet holes where the blood went through. And it's like, damn, y'all didn't really, you know, the bodies was removed, but y'all didn't sweep the body parts up or clean this shit up. Y'all just left it like it was for these kids to go over there and mess with this shit.
Assuming that it happens so often.
Yeah.
Like that's the assumption there, that it happens so often that it's like, oh, it's just another crime scene. Left the tape up, bullet holes in the wall, just, you know, the Ronald Reagan poster on the wall with bullet holes in it.
There go another thing, because the little girl was like, what? I think she said, what happened? He's like, the young boy was like, fool, somebody got smoked. And he was like, yeah, you know, both my brothers got shot too, like, but they still alive. And he's like, yeah, you know, he was like proud of this shit to say his brothers got shot and they still alive, because I guess, you know, they are his older brothers. He looked up to them.
That's all he knows.
That's all he knows in that situation, which is crazy.
So imagine that. Well, which we all can see. Imagine you growing up and everybody you know that's older that you look up to shooting at each other. They know, yo, we just go around causing trouble, shooting, selling drugs, whatever. You think that's the right thing to do?
Yeah.
I mean,
you see these motherfuckers, they making money,
it's a way of life.
Doing what they want, you know what I'm saying? They getting the girls, they got the nice cars, you know what I'm saying? And they dressing nice, and it ain't no different than us when we were looking up to the people that were on the corners around our way.
Yeah,
that's why we relate. That's why it resonates.
That's why, yeah, because I seen dude I looked up to. He was way older. He was older than me and shit. And he was a wild dude. He was just a wild dude. Everybody was scared of him. And one night he went out and he got shot and he was paralyzed and he was put in a wheelchair. It humbled him, but you could see, like, it was like a totally different dude, but he was still like, I just still love to go see him, or he asked me to go do something. I was like, oh yeah, I'll go do it. Yeah. What you want me to do? Because it was a dude you looked up to.
That also, we got some of that in here as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna fast forward a little bit and see these kids in school. And we'll go over that scene. So we got the teacher teaching about pilgrims, right? And we hear Trey make a smart aleck remark. He says penguins. She says, would you like to come teach the class? The class cracks up,
laughs, and they say, who said that? Everybody dimes out Trey.
Everybody, literally, with the fingers like this.
And just to reflect, remember when she was describing shit, she first called them Indians and then had to correct herself and say Native American.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it just goes to show you the thought process of a person who was on the opposite side of that culture, and you know how they were appropriated to being a certain type of way, having to try to change themselves. Maybe she wasn't changing herself, but she had to say something like that in school because she was a teacher. She had to that's like around the time where things started to be like PC. You know what I mean?
I think that was masterful to put that, like that little part.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna glaze this movie, y'all. I don't really care.
Pause.
Well, I mean, because I feel like that was masterful to put that little tidbit in there about her saying Indians, I mean Native Americans, like that shows how disconnected the teacher was.
Yep.
She's a white woman, teaching in the inner city, right? And I just feel like that was because we all dealt with something like that.
Oh yeah, you look
know
at the teacher. Because I think I argued with a teacher about some shit about like when Trey came up to there and talking about African. Because I was on that shit. You
was preaching African when you was a kid?
Yeah, I had the kufi and everything as a young boy.
Kev, I don't believe.
I did.
I don't believe.
How long were you Muslim?
Wasn't Muslim, dog. I said I had the kufi, my nigga.
Why would you wear it?
Because I bought one. I'm asked my mom to buy. Yo, once we leave
you
here,
thought that a kufi was a fashion
statement? Hey, Ken went to the kufi store.
I thought, I was on.
Ken went to the kufi
outlet.
I
can't want to hear something.
I don't remember you ever wearing.
Nah, because this is 91 Emporium. It's like 90. This is like 1990, 91. My dad always, he was there at the time, so he was preaching. He was the same shit that Trey dad was preaching to him. My father was preaching to me as a young boy.
Yeah,
so
I know. But where did the kufi tie in?
Because I'm gonna tell you how the kufi tie. It was the it was rainbow. It was the orange. It was like the like the colors like the African. Like I had a kufi, right? Born. You don't believe me? Like
I do not believe you. Let's be very clear.
Photos.
I do not believe you.
I want to see the photos.
My mom got pictures of.
I don't believe you.
So my mom, I'm gonna tell you, I was on
your ass up, nigga.
For real.
Nah. So I was on that type shit. I was like, yo, I'm gonna have an all black store. I didn't want to put no chemicals in my. I didn't want to put no chemicals in my hair. None of that shit. Real shit. Actually, I was real militant. I was on that militant shit when I was younger.
Kev, I don't believe you. You can tell me anything you want. I don't believe you. You did not go to the kufi Emporium and get a kufi three for $1. Man, you didn't do that.
Go ahead, talk. Why I get
Emporium is wow.
So anyway,
Kev, you need to reflect.
I'm telling you facts.
You can search that phone for as long as you want. There is no pictures of you.
Yo, hold on. Before we go any further, did they get you the kufi?
My mother bought me a kufi,
and they thought that.
Are you calling somebody?
Yeah, I'm calling. Go ahead.
Why not?
Don't prompt him. Hey, mom. What? Remember you bought me a kufi when I was a kid? Why did you buy me that kufi, mom?
Because you said you wanted to have a black store and you was pro-black.
How old was he?
12 years old.
Did you explain to him what a kufi was for?
I thought it was the African. Well, I don't know what a kufi is. It was the kente cloth.
It was a kente cloth because wasn't I on that type? I didn't want to put no chemicals in my hair or nothing.
Is a kente cloth the same as a kufi?
I guess the
hey, they don't believe me. They thought I was lying that I said I had a kufi.
What was he saying?
At the age of 12.
What was he saying?
How did you feel that when he was younger, he was pro-black and then got a white girlfriend after that?
He didn't like what he was saying how black people was being treated.
As a young kid, dog. I'm telling you
one of these because I don't know if I'm still saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
He had his other shirt with the black fist on it. I don't know what happened to that shirt.
Check out Kev.
See, they tried to play me on the podcast, Mom.
Nah, he was pro-black.
How long did that last?
He was Dr. Umar.
Kevin Umar.
He was Dr. Umar.
Dr.
He started drinking.
All right, Mom. I'm hanging up. I'm going back to the pod. All right, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Had a baby right after. We're gonna fill this world with black babies.
Y'all try to play. I was
trying to play you. I didn't believe you. You called your mom. You deaded it on the spot. Good job, bro. You did it.
Yeah, I was on, but it was
fact.
Movies like. But you gotta understand, it was movies like me watching a movie like this at a young age, seeing the South Central, seeing the when Rodney King because the Rodney King beat down. All you gotta understand, all this shit is taking place while this movie is being made. My dad went to the Million Man March. I went to the Million Man and More March when I got older.
Okay.
when they came, they did it back. I think it was how many years
Where
later?
was it though? Was that in Washington D.C.?
That was in D.C. The Million Man March was in D.C. and the Million Man and More was in D.C. again. I went with my dad. I bought the shirt and everything. I had the shirt and everything.
I believe you.
Yeah. So
I definitely.
So like the scene where Trey goes in there talking about everybody who came from Africa,
right?
And the one kid said, he's like, bro, I ain't from Africa. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. He's like,
and all the kids laughed.
All the kids laughed. He's like, bro, everybody from Africa. You, and you.
Yeah, like he said, like it or not, you from Africa. Mm-hmm. He said, I ain't from Africa. You from Africa. You African booty scratcher.
Yep.
And that shit.
He said,
yeah,
shit.
It's still
now, when you heard that when you were a kid,
I called a lot of.
I immediately laughed because, and then. You calling people that?
Yeah.
How many people you call African?
I knew African dudes.
I knew African nigga.
You called them. Hey, yo.
I called African nigga that. We do African nigga.
Yeah. All right.
We did.
You did that shit with a kufi.
I don't give a fuck, my nigga. So
with the kufi on, dog.
So what's crazy about that, right? So
yeah, they should have excommunicated.
Still.
This wasn't supposed to be funny, but you brought up the kufi.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that you did because I didn't know that about you.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I was on that type.
I didn't know that about you.
I was on that type. I was real pro. You gotta understand, man, like watching this, because we're gonna get more into the scene, but watching a movie like that is like, yo, this shit is really going down.
Yeah.
And you seeing the drugs and the violence is like, yo, I'm around this shit. This shit is real. Like my mom's friend getting killed. Your certain family members on drugs. Your cousins that you hung with that was your homies. Like they had to make the decision. Like, yo, am I gonna be poor? Am I gonna hustle?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? It's like
your proximity to murders.
Yeah.
You didn't. I say this all the time. Yo, seeing anyway. We'll talk about it another time. Your proximity to murderers was very close.
It was very close. So Trey gets into it. They fight. They about to fight, and the dude said, Trey said, I'll kick your ass after you call him African booty scratcher. And it was like second nature to the other young boy because his brothers was shot. I'll get my brother to shoot you in the face.
Straight there. Crazy.
He said, I'll get my dad to beat your brothers up. He said,
you wouldn't know nothing about that. Well, you say you ain't got no dad, so you wouldn't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Like just straight. That shit went lethal right away.
And that's when the boy got up on the fight after that line right there.
It was a wrap after that. At that point, their both emotions was running high. And honestly, those are the types of things that would happen, at least in the schools that I went to.
Yeah.
Those are the types of things that happen. Those are the arguments. Well, the shoot in the face is a little, but yeah, it got real like that.
My brother would do shit like that. He would tell niggas.
He would, I'll get my brother with the
he said,
I'll teach all y'all
he said, I get my dad to shoot you. He was always like on that type time. But so
yeah.
After that happened, which is crazy, the teacher calls home to the mother, right?
Yep.
Talking to the mom. But he's
real condescending too.
Oh my gosh. But Trey's walking home during this conversation.
Yes.
And they shooting dice on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess somebody took the wrong money and they start fighting. It's like, yo, as a kid, even in situations like that, you were taught, yo, keep that shit pushing. Don't. Like when I took my kids to New York and they hear people arguing, they look, and I'm like, yo, don't mind your business. Don't be in shit too long because this shit's about to go left. Just keep it pushing. Don't pay attention to nothing's going on. Trey just kept it pushing because he knew.
And kept it going.
Yeah, because like, all right, I can get caught up in this shit.
Yep. I think so I took a different part from that, and I promise we won't stop on every part, but to me, that part hit me as well. I took that it happens so much. You're so desensitized to violence that that shit don't even register.
Nah, it don't. Because
you know what I mean?
I seen a dude one time come to my hood and get got robbed. Well, he didn't get robbed, but he pretty much got robbed, and it was like, okay, it happened, but I'm going back to playing basketball. You shouldn't have came back here.
I mean,
you get what I'm saying?
You're desensitized.
It's like you shouldn't be back here anyway.
Well, also, if a person is getting robbed around you and you're not getting robbed, then you felt comfortable with being around the robber. Yeah. So you were in the situation where, oh yeah, I know these guys, they do that all the time. they don't fuck with me, but if you're not from around here, they gonna fuck
it's
with
gonna
you.
happen to you. Yeah,
And which goes back to it being territorial. You know what I'm saying? Like you get into the movie, like you said, the young boy when he was threatening them, they were going back and forth. He was part of what, Crenshaw Mafia?
Yeah, his brother.
He just said I'm from Crenshaw. I think that was his brother of a joke.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't a joke because that's a real gang, and I'm pretty sure his brothers is a part of Crenshaw Mafia. And I'm gonna be indoctrinated,
and that's the beginning of repping a set. You know what I'm saying? Gang affiliation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You feeling a part of something that you like family to you because your family is in it. You know what I mean? It's like you said, paths. How you're being raised, how what you looking up to, the people who influence you,
lack thereof.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And it all starts right there. What were they? 9 years old, 10 years old?
No, it was a little older, maybe 12.
Really? So you figuring at that age?
Nah, they was probably like 9 because
think so.
Yeah, because 7 years later they were still in high school, like 7.
Yeah, 18, I'm gonna call it 18 because them niggas had them niggas was.
Yeah, it was like 18, so it was like 11, 10 years old.
Something like that.
11. All right.
Yeah, 11. He was right.
But,
he was right.
And there's a lot of, later on, you'll see, is very gang coded. I understand that we all like, it's LA. No. When you look at certain scenes, and I wrote this down, certain scenes, there's red and there's blue. He didn't put it in your face. He put it in the scene. That's why I said this is a fucking work of art. Is a masterpiece. This should be held higher than it is.
It is
in cinema, though, not even just our culture in cinema.
If you put your shit goes into the National Registry, that means if something was to happen to, like, say if the world was to be destroyed or whatever, you go to this vault, you watch these things. It helps you learn about society. That's where this film is being kept at.
That's great.
Classes,
but there's Citizen Kane is taught in film classes. This should be one of.
I'm pretty sure that there's cultural classes that use this movie to study.
Oh, they should, because this is great. The whole debate about this or South Central. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go with this.
Boys in the Hood. South Central was more
regionalized.
It wasn't regionalized. They tried to piggyback off the back of Boys in the Hood and just get too much. Like, it was good, still good, but they went too gangster with it. Which was still that it was relatable because it was teenage life, but this shit right here was
it was their team.
Yeah, it was their it was their movie.
It was a different style of a story. It didn't reflect on
still a classic.
It reflected on a couple people who were in scenarios that happened to people around them for the most part until the end of the movie in South Central.
Because South Central and Boys in the Hood. Boys in the not Boys in the I just watched it. I was talking about it.
What is it called?
With Tupac and all them. That was like New York.
Poetic Justice?
No. You talking about Juice?
Oh, Juice. Yeah.
Juice was reaching, but it was like, I related to Juices. I'm like,
they're different.
It was different cultures, but I understood that shit more. I was scared of New York? I was scared to go to LA.
Oh, okay.
When I seen Boys in the Hood, I'm like, I never want to go to this place. This shit don't seem real.
Because it felt like you could be walking down the street
and just get shot for no reason.
And the first thing they ask you is where you from.
Yeah,
you ain't from around there, so you automatically on high alert. You know what I'm saying? So you feel like you're automatically in danger just for being there.
And niggas is tough everywhere you
go.
About
that is, if you're not from New York and you watch some shit about New York, it feels the same way. But watch some shit about Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? It feels the same way. Tennessee, Memphis, all that shit. If you're not from them parts and you in that area, you might not feel safe.
It's a hood area.
It was a hood because, like, when I seen Juice, I could relate to Juice because, like, my family still lived up there, so it was like, it probably was bad in the 90s. It was
probably,
but it was just like, all right, I knew how to. I kind of knew how to maneuver a little bit up there. That's like, it's not LA shit. It looked crazy because of the color shit. It wasn't so much of this. I could wear what I wanted in the early 90s in New York till it got to a point where they started gang banging, but it was like, I can move around. I can go to the store. Certain shit was happening, but it wasn't that. It just didn't seem that wild. And you knew where the hood, like, you knew where the hood was.
But that's when you're a creature of comfort, bro. Like, anywhere you at, that's why everybody think they hood is the toughest, but every place got a tough hood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like where you was raised at allows you to be able to say, I can go into any hood. But the truth is,
you can't.
You can't.
Nah.
And you need to chill. But let's continue. Let's continue. All right. So So the teacher calls home. She's very condescending.
Yeah.
Right? She's very condescending. At that point, Trey walks in the door and the mom is getting finished off the phone. And Trey says, "Did you tell her she can go jump in the lake?" She was all, and mind you, Angela Bassett's been fine for forever.
Yeah.
And she's an amazing actress. Oh, these people put on an acting clinic.
Oh yeah.
Also,
this all-star cast.
Oh my
that
God.
was drafted. For
Yeah.
this movie.
Everybody though.
Everybody.
I'm talking about Nia Long.
Yeah.
Even like her parts weren't huge, but they were pivotal. Fucking Cuba Gooding Jr. These people put on fucking Ice Cube.
And
This was his first movie. Do you know
it was
that?
the first movie, and John Singleton didn't make them be like over ghetto.
Oh,
like,
no, not
over
at all.
it just
Yeah.
be regular black people that live in this area. And it was like that's what made it relatable.
Yeah.
You see movies like you see certain movies.
Well, there's the script as well. The script
that too,
was
but
good.
you see the movies where they go to like the high school and the ex-marine, he's the teacher of the class, and the kids, hey, teacher, acting like what the you know the movie.
I don't know that movie. A Marine?
Oh, he was
Talking about Major Payne.
no. What's the
That's
white?
what you talk about.
No. What's the when the white girl went to the high school?
That's did you been spending most of life? And that's Michelle Pfeiffer. Put some respect on her fucking name.
Yeah, but you see how over the top
Dangerous Minds or something.
Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
You see how over the top that shit was.
Yeah, but those movies. See, but that's the thing. Those are usually, and I might be completely wrong.
It was over.
Those are usually white directors or white writers
Yeah,
who don't. They're going to give you their version of
what
the
black
material.
people supposed to look like.
Yeah, but they don't.
They
John Singleton comes from the culture, so he can, because he wrote this too.
Yeah.
So he can write it from the perspective of, no, I've grew up in this. I've seen this. This is what I see. That's what made it so special.
What made it also good about the acting, even the wardrobe.
Yeah.
It was like, okay.
Oh, that's LA, baby.
It's LA, but it's still that 90. Okay, boom. That's how they dress.
Yeah.
You see a movie like Dangerous Minds, ain't nobody wearing that. Ain't nobody looking crazy like that. Even Juice. When I watched Juice, perfect wardrobe. Like, this is what niggas wore in the 90s in New York. Authentic shit.
Yeah. I got a very important thing about that, and that's what I'm going to we're going to fast forward a little bit because we're kind of getting stuck.
Yeah.
So Trey has to go live with his father.
Mm-hmm.
Furious Styles, which is the best rap name on earth, but Furious Styles, which is played by Lawrence Fishburne, Larry.
Don't call him that.
I know. Who's also a good 35, same age as Cuba Gooding Jr., but we're not going to talk about.
That's not during the movie. They wasn't.
I don't give a fuck.
They was.
But he comes to see him as, and I'm going to try to break this down. I'm doing this all by memory, not even by my notes, because I know the movie so well. But it was like just subtle little things that I was noticing. Okay, so as she goes to drop him off, right? You know what I mean? Because that was the deal that they worked out. If you fuck up in school again, if you fight, then you gotta go live with your dad. So she drop him off. She do this. It's the little subtle things. She drops him off. The way she turns into his driveway, runs over the curb. Just little things to me was so masterful. As his dad comes up to the car, he's looking at his friends, right?
Which you all do. We
all have. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that to get to this point. When Trey, he says, go ahead, talk to your friends. He gets out the car, look at his clothes, and look at the other kids' clothes.
Yeah.
That's what was very important to me when I saw that shit. Trey, who is not meant to be one of those kind of kids, even though he grows up in that environment, is in a button-down shirt. I think a pair of jeans and a shirt. He looks very clean, very like he looks like he's taken care of. The other kids are all in t-shirts and jeans and hats and jerry curls and shit like that.
Jerry curls. I think Ricky still had like the
football jersey. They go football jersey
no all the time.
No matter what.
But you could just see. But
they go to church in a football jersey.
So back to that same scene. He going around, he playing. The pops gets in the car, talks to the mother like normal parents would do, discussing. Right. You're right. He does need he needs his father.
I can't teach you to be a man, but go ahead.
He can't teach you to be a man. Your father
can be a man.
So he's playing. Ooh. He's playing with his friends. Angela, like I'm a fast forward. Angela Bassett pulls off. Trey dad comes to the little young boys. Hey man, I'll give y'all $5 a piece to clean up the yard. Little kids, these little cussing ass kids. Like man, I can make more money doing something else.
He said, "That ain't shit.
That ain't shit."
Little Chris.
Hey, little Chris. He said, "Well, guess what? I got a son. I got a son that could do it. Bags over there, leaves, get it done." He's like, "Why I gotta do it?" He said, them kids ain't got no responsibility. They ain't got no father at home. You do.
How did,
it was like, yo, it's
I
like,
was gonna say, how did that make y'all as fathers now? And y'all older than he was supposed to be in that scene. How did that make y'all feel seeing that as adults with kids?
Me personally, because y'all know me.
Both of y'all.
My wife was like, I'm like, this nigga always listen to us. She was like, that's you. I said, that's me.
Yo, you furious?
Man, but listen.
Furious Kev.
That's angry Kev.
But listen why. But listen
Angry
why.
Robinson.
But listen why that shit was so important. It gives your motherfucking kids, it gives your kids structure. It gives them structures, responsibilities. You had an obligation. You respect me in my house.
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, yes. You respect me.
Yeah.
You respect me. You respect me in my house. You're gonna do what I say. I'll give you respect too, and I'll allow you to speak. Yeah. But you're gonna have some type of responsibility. You're not just gonna be running around playing all the time because you're not gonna be able to play. You can't play your whole life.
Not only that, but
I want to know how it made you feel, and also, please.
Well, I mean, it hits home because you're trying to guide your kids the right way. I mean, we have fathers, so we know what it feels like to have a dad in your life who wants something for. Shut the fuck up, Jay. Don't even
go ahead. I'm telling you, go ahead.
But we had a male figure in your life who treated you like you were his own, and they wanted to put you on a path of success and not destruction. You know what I mean? Like, not for nothing, we had obstacles, but not the same obstacles that they had to go through on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We had the opportunity to live as kids and have an imagination and run free for a while, do whatever we want. I mean, Kev would tell you we were 19 years old running around these streets till nighttime, and we knew that we were for the most part safe, you know, with regular kid shit that you might get into. But as a father, you like right now, you think when you watch that, you're like, this is what's supposed to happen when you're a father. You're supposed to guide your child, you know, and you would want to do the same thing. So
setting the tone.
It sets a tone
immediately.
I mean, it does more than just hit home. I mean, it reflects on what you see is what you do. You know what I mean? Kev wouldn't be the father that he is today if he didn't have someone who was there to show him the actual way to do what he needed to do. You know what I mean? And not only that, but the relationship that builds between you and your dad to this day, you remember the stuff he said, even the stuff that you didn't think that you needed to listen to. It always comes back around. And you realize that nigga knew what he was talking about.
For sure.
Even if he didn't know how to communicate it the way I needed to hear it, he tried to show me. And either he succeeded because I listened or not. But he was doing what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it makes you feel like, yo, I need to be able to do the same thing so they don't repeat the same things that I did.
Right. Or what I see other kids doing.
Exactly. And it's nothing but the same cycle, because what happens? We try to teach them and they still do what they want to do. I mean, we still have to discipline them. It's life. But with us teaching them now, it's harder for you to be the teacher because they have social media. They have so many different outlets and openings that you have to be able to guide them and watch what they do at the same time on another level. But I'm just saying that just to say it was hard then, but imagine if it was hard then, how much harder it is now.
I could imagine being in your position right now.
So
competing with social media and society.
It's easy.
It's starting at, I mean,
Kev said it's easy.
It's easy.
Well,
can't bring that Koofy right back out.
I bring no Koofy. I ain't about bringing no Koofy back out because, like look after Trey did the leaves and he go in the house and his dad breaking down to him
the rules of the house,
and say, hey,
clean the house. He was basically telling him like, yo, you gotta clean. As there, mind you, such an important part as he's lifting weights and he got his son doing curls. That's what I'm trying to say is this movie was so much stronger than you would think it is, bro. Like, it's showing
the bond that's being built.
Being built. I'm gonna lead by example. And I'm gonna tell you, not only am I just gonna tell you what to do, I'm gonna tell you why. You know what I'm saying? Which is the building blocks that a young man needs. This was more about a young man becoming a man. You understand? Like a young boy becoming a man and understanding that I don't want to be a part of none of that shit. I may be a product of my environment, but I don't have to be, you know, I don't have to be the normal result of my environment, if that makes any sense.
You can be it, or you can become better than it.
Yeah, and
Yeah, there you go.
But the comfortability with the openness between the father and the son, the discussions that they have from a young age.
Oh yeah.
Later on in the movie, the son is open enough to actually express how he feels and talk to his father, and know that, you know, there could be some sort of judgment that comes through, but when it's time for his dad to lock in and show him what he means and really be forceful when it comes to what he's implying, he does that. But when it's time to actually have a conversation, to hear what's going on and actually banter back and forth, it's allowed. You know what I mean? It's not at a young age, it's like my way or the highway, but talk to me so I can understand what you're going through and let me help guide you with that conversation.
It's true, you know guidance.
What I mean? Like, how, when you were younger, how easy was it for you to just actually talk about the things that you did or have done?
I still don't.
With your dad, you know what I mean? And him be able to just listen to you and talk to you and not feel like you about to be punished.
I don't talk to nobody.
You know what I mean? Like when we were younger, if me and Kev was to tell our parents and some of the stuff that we did, we'd expect an ass whooping. Because some of the shit was just, all right, what are y'all doing out there?
You want to hear some? Here's crazy thing about me and my pops. My pops had
everything right here.
My pops had a whole thing. He was said, as long as you tell me the truth, you won't be in trouble.
Right.
No, he said, I won't whip your ass. You'll be in trouble, but I won't whip your ass.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't believe that part.
So, and he proved it.
And not only that, but some of the things, even when you tell
no, I never, dog. It's some shit I told my dad. I thought I was going to get an ass whipping. And he would say, I got to be a man of my word. I told you I wasn't going to beat you.
Which is a lesson within itself.
But your ass you are in trouble. I do that with my kids. I do with my kids. My kids know. That's why my kids, Kiara, can talk to me. She said, Kiara told me shit I didn't want to hear, but I gave her the option. I said, either you tell me the truth and you're going to be in trouble, but I ain't going to whip your ass because that's going to be, or you can lie to me and I'm going to get the truth and I'm going to steal it and then I'm going to whip your ass and you're going to be in trouble. So they would tell me the truth. I had to keep my man. I had to be a man of my word. I didn't want to hear this shit. I wanted to whip her ass, but I said, you was honest.
You was taught that though.
Yeah, I was taught. That's what I'm saying. It's a lesson within itself.
But your dad also said that I'm gonna be a man of my word. I ain't gonna whip your ass. When I tell your mama, I don't know what she
You
might go home to an
that's called a loophole.
She didn't make that promise.
That's a loophole.
So
she didn't make that promise.
So let's try to keep moving this shit on.
So he basically breaks down the rules of the house, telling them like, hey, you clean this, you clean that, you clean this. Let me ask you a question, Dad. What do you do? He said, I ain't gotta do nothing but pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on your back.
Oh, yeah, I tell my kids that all the time.
And I feel like that right there, strongest lesson, because that's not all of what he does, but he's letting them know like that's our roles.
Yeah,
understand that, respect that, and I respect you, and we'll be good.
You can go. I tell them you can go turn the light on. You can do this. You turn the water on. Cool. So later that evening, they chill in the crib.
Ooh, that saxophone! Watch out for that saxophone.
The 90s saxophone.
That shit was going. That nigga was in the background. That nigga was going crazy.
You knew when that 90s sax came.
Go ahead, please.
Something crazy gonna happen.
That saxophone was in a lot
keep going.
of movies.
Yeah, so he
for real.
So dude breaks. I guess somebody's trying to rob the crib. In classic dad, you hear something, you gotta get up, you gotta move. Dad got up, threw a couple rounds in that bitch. Seen that nigga, threw 2 at him. Missed both of them. Boy, he said, I guess God was with him tonight when he found the sneaker outside.
And I hate that I keep stopping. I don't want to keep stopping. I want us to go because I feel like this is a whole separate conversation outside of us just breaking down the movie. He did something important also with his son. That's why I said it was just a lesson. He said, when he said, I guess God was with him, he was like, should have blown his head off. That's what Trey said. He was like, don't say that.
Yeah. He said, you don't want to. I just lead to more black men killing black men.
And that was a very important lesson that he learned. Other kids don't cross the street. They didn't learn that.
Well,
dad's not there.
Not only that, but when the police actually came, the black cop obviously didn't learn that either because
we're gonna get deep. Let's dive into that.
That's right there.
Yeah,
let's dive into that. The cop. Yeah, so dive.
Took him an hour to get there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, not only did it take them forever to get there. I mean, you sitting outside, somebody almost robbed your
Nigga
crib,
was eating.
shot, you done shot your door up. You got to get a new door now because it's got 2 peeping holes through that shit.
Furious.
And if you notice, them holes were big as hell. When after he told his son, to not say that, and tried to explain to him how important it was for that not to happen. When the police came, first of all, the black cop was the one who wasn't even trying to be helpful at all. And that's another piece of art that I appreciated the display of, because you see they made it seem like the white officer was coming to pretty much do his due diligence. Maybe he was the new cop on the beat or something like that, and the black cop was there for a little longer. Right. But as the cop is doing stuff and they're explaining stuff, the black cop is basically telling him, "Oh, that didn't happen, so we don't even have to write a report on that." Yep. Looks at Lawrence Fishburne and he's like, it pretty much said the same thing the son said. You know what I mean? Would have been one less black nigga on the street.
But you don't get
tried to talk to his son afterwards. Like he looked at his son and then he looked at him and he tried to, talk to his
little
son.
man.
Yeah, nah, go in the house. You don't even need to talk to him.
Something wrong.
Yeah, because like I said,
the black cop, when he first rolled up,
self-hate.
Lawrence first was like, "Man, where you been? It's been over an hour." Shit, I'm busy. That's a black cop. White cop.
He's eating.
He's eating
when he gets out the fucking car.
Busy. Shit, man. And like Lawrence Fishburne is pissed. Like, man, do you see the black cop go for like his, like not grab his gun but put his hand on his hip, like beefing up the lawn, like Lawrence Fishburne or Furious, getting mad at him with the whole attitude. Like, man, fuck. He's like, I hate you, black niggas, but I'm black too.
Yeah, self-hate.
Yeah.
Which was, I dealt with cops like that. Black cops, sometimes white cops is bad to deal with, but them black cops that really be on that type time, they are sometimes the worst to fucking deal with than the white cops, because it feels though they got something to prove to the white boys that they ride with. Like, yeah, I hate these niggas as much as you do.
Yes.
And that's basically what that scene was
reflecting. Yeah. I think that, and if I were to kind of peel that back a little bit, more like, I won't say cultural, but like in their cultural exhaustion, right? Like, yo, I see this every day as the cop.
Yeah.
I see this shit every day. I see black people killing black people. I see these young dudes killing each other. Man, I don't really got to give a fuck about y'all because y'all don't give a fuck about yourself type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that cop represented self-hate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that
remember,
scene, in every movie that's like that, there's a black cop that's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who reflects in that same demeanor.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the way, even the Wood. Remember the Wood?
Yeah.
I do, but I don't.
Yeah, they were kids in the West Coast. Remember? And they got pulled over by the cops too. You know what I mean? You remember the whole situation? They were gang affiliated. Stacy was in a gang. You know what I mean? They were scared to walk in certain places because of the colors they wore.
Right.
Told them, "Oh, you can't wear that." You know what I mean? Like, they were living in the same situation that they were in Boyz n the Hood. It was classic. It just wasn't thrown in as deep because the movie wasn't reflecting upon that situation at that time. They were adults just going back in their mind about the good times that they went through. You know what I mean? But when you look at that scenario, it's just a lighter version of what they was going through in Boyz n the Hood. You know, same time frame and all that.
Shit, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of inner city people don't trust cops.
Yeah. So
so I want to go to the next scene though. Right. Doughboy and Ricky, I believe they're leaving the house, right?
Yeah, they in the house brushing their hair. The mom's jumping on them.
The mom is,
you don't do, she's fucking with Doughboy. Only fuck with you don't do shit. You ain't got no job. You don't clean up around. You don't help.
You ain't gonna be shit
like your daddy.
Bro. Volumes were spoken in that particular scene.
And that's when you learn, because you heard it. She started talking to Ricky at a different tone. Yeah. Who was out there? I think Chris was outside with
Trey came over to the house.
Trey came over, but Chris, but Chris had walked. No, they was going to get Chris.
Yeah.
So she's snapping on Doughboy. She's all nice to Ricky. Ricky got the football. Doughboy's telling him, you can see they getting into it. Doughboy's telling him like, yo, we're gonna go get Ricky. We're gonna go hang out with him. Chris, my bad, Chris. Yo, man, don't bring that ball.
He told him, don't bring the ball.
Don't bring that ball with you.
They fucking told him, don't bring the ball.
And Chris,
yo, I want to, and just hold on. I know we keep stopping. I just want to tell you that through all of that, all Doughboy really wanted to do real shit is protect Ricky.
Yeah.
You understand that? I mean, through the whole movie.
Yeah, through the whole, because he knew his brother was, he's a big brother. He knew his brother was about football. He's like, why you got that football?
No, that was his nigga. He loved his brother. Fuck football.
But he loved him, but he was like,
that nigga. He wanted to protect him as a big brother.
But Doughboy was more of the street smart.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yo, man, when he told him don't bring that football, it was for a reason. Because
absolutely.
Because they walking down the railroad tracks, they get Chris. Or they see Brandy. My bad. Brandy comes across.
Yeah, they see Brandy across.
Which is funny. He was like, yo.
I'm going to get that bitch.
Trey like, yo, who that? He was like, Doughboy, like, that's my girl.
Yeah.
He's like, and Ricky was like, nah, that's my wife. Well, I stick my ding-a-ling in your wife every night.
I stick my ding-a-ling in her every night. Niggas started fighting.
So they was like,
Rick, and fucking Trey is just enamored by Brandy across the street.
Enamored by Brandy, mom come bring your little fast ass in the house with them little nappy head ass boys. Boom. So it's like that's your introduction to Brandy because she plays a key role into the later on the movie.
Absolutely.
So they go pick up the young homie. They get pick Chris. They walking down the railroad tracks.
What Chris say?
The most famous scene. You guys want to see a dead body? The most famous scene because I use that meme.
Oh, do you?
I used the meme before.
For what?
When I seen what's the name had got knocked out when he fought Logan Paul when what's the bull got knocked out by Logan Paul, the basketball player.
Nate Robinson.
Yeah. I say you guys want to see a dead body. I put that scene I like cropped out Nate Robinson body where the body was laying there. I put Nate Robinson there. I don't give a fuck.
It's not pro-black.
But still, you want to see a dead body.
I'm tired of that.
What's crazy? Bro. So they playing like it's a dead body right there.
Yeah, completely desensitized.
And they looking at it. They got the football.
Completely, bro.
The niggas, which was like when they came walking around like that, I've been in that situation. Like I had your basketball at the court.
You saw a dead body?
Nah, I seen dead body when I was 18.
Okay.
I seen dead body before, yeah.
Real shit?
Yeah, I seen dead body when I was 18 years old. I was coming home from a basketball game. People got killed in the house and you didn't see the bodies in the crib. Yeah, I seen dead body when I was younger. So I seen that before. So I know what it looked like. So
trauma.
Yeah. So, but when the boys come, they playing with the football. They talking shit to the older kids. Yo, man, talk to me the football. I've been in that
as they're looking at the dead body. Yes.
Yeah, told him, yo, what y'all back here? Yo, it's a dead body back. Don't worry about him. He ain't bother nobody. Don't bother him.
Yep.
But that scene with that football, I've been there with them older niggas say, yo, let me see a basketball.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah, like, yo.
They're running 9 fools with your basketball.
Your basketball. You can't.
You just on the sideline.
He's like, man, I told him not to bring that ball. That's when you learn that Doughboy and Ricky had different fathers because they took his football. He said, man, I told you not to bring the ball. He said, man, why you so hooked up on that ball? And then daddy gave him that ball. Then you can see that's where the mom, that's when you reflect back like, yo, the mom is treating them different because maybe Doughboy dad wasn't shit, but she loved Ricky's dad.
Ricky's dad, yeah.
So they, Doughboy.
Neither one of them around.
Yeah, so Doughboy's like, yo, man, try and protect his brother. So you go ahead, you explain that scene.
Yeah, he said, yo, give me my brother's ball back. Now understand, these are grown men. Yeah. And these are kids. These are, like you said, I think Doughboy was a little older. Maybe he was 12. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time they all reach high school, he's out of high school and all that, out of prison. But this 12-year-old go and try to get this ball back from these grown men. It's like 4 or 5 or 6 of them, grown men. And he got to go protect his brother, get his brother's shit back. You know what I'm saying?
Because Doughboy was just about as big as the one boy he tried to run up on.
No, he wasn't.
He was not.
No, the fuck he wasn't.
Not the height wise. He was height wise. He was up. I see him looking up.
It was kid strength against a grown man.
He kicked. Doughboy kicks him in the leg.
He was about to give him the ball back.
He was beat the dog shit out of Doughboy.
No, he smacked the shit out of him and punched him in the stomach or something.
No, he started kicking him on the ground while he was on the ground, kicking him in the stomach.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna give you a ball back. Now I'm keeping this shit.
Yo. That dude played that part very well. I hated that motherfucker, yo.
Man, I hated him too.
Yeah, I hate
It's like, how the fuck you beat the little young boy? But he did kick him. But he ain't have to go off. But I guess so. Ricky walking away.
Thanks, cuz. As he took his ball. But go ahead.
They walking away. They playing. You can see Ricky upset. But the one OG could have stopped this shit, but still let him whip Doughboy up. They tossing the ball back and forth. He looked back at the ball.
These are implied to be drug dealers, by the way.
Yeah. Yo, what you call him? He said, your little homie.
Little man.
Little man. Threw the ball to him.
He said catch. But go ahead.
Catch. Yeah, he threw the ball. He told him catch. Yeah. This nigga drops it.
I mean, I wasn't worried about that at the time.
I was, because Doughboy's like, man, you sorry, yo.
No, but I think that whole interaction you've dealt with, I've dealt with. It might not have been a ball, but it definitely was grown ass men.
Yeah,
fucking
bro,
with a
like
kid
fucking with us,
maybe beating your ass, and you just got to deal with it in your hood.
Yeah, niggas try to take my candy on Halloween.
All right, okay.
Nah, but so this is where everybody like
niggas definitely ain't wearing no goofy.
So they try to steal my candy. So they walking back down the railroad tracks, and Doughboy's pissed because he just got beat up. He's like, man, I'm going to the store. He said, man, you ain't got no money. I don't care. Trey, you coming?
Yeah.
He was like, nah, my dad's taking me fishing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that was the dopest shit ever, bro. To show the juxtaposition of the 2, 3, 4 guys.
Yeah.
Right. You got Trey, who has a father in his life, goes fishing and gets taught more things by his dad.
Yeah.
Right. When they just went through that traumatic experience, seeing a dead body, because that's very traumatic.
Yeah, it is.
And and they let Doughboy get his ass smacked around. You know what I'm saying?
Doughboy was the biggest and the oldest.
I mean, either way, but they was grown ass men.
So
and they let that shit happen. He went to go get taught up by his dad and get fishing. Chris and Doughboy go to the store.
And Ricky,
I guess Ricky go home.
Ricky just go home because he just want to play football. So
just want to play football.
So Trey and his dad, they fish, and dad, ask him a question: are you a leader or a follower?
I'm a leader. What'd he say?
He said, "What's the 3 rules then?" He said, "The 3 rules: always look a man in his eye. It's always better to ask for something than to take what's not yours.
Right.
Still was not yours.
That's a lesson.
That's a lesson.
Them niggas clearly didn't fucking get.
Yeah. And don't respect nobody who don't respect you."
Dog, do you know how important that lesson is to be drilled into your head that early?
Yes, that is.
For somebody you respect and admire.
Yeah, because bro, I have a hard time looking people in their eyes. I don't.
Why? Because I know your dad taught you that. He taught you to look people in the eye. Why?
When I'm serious, I look you dead in your. My dad taught me. I look you dead. When I'm serious, I look you dead square in your fucking eyes. Sometimes you see me talking like I do. Yeah, that's my autism kicking in. The ADHD.
Wow.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't be. I wouldn't know shit. Everybody had no lines for that.
Gracious.
So whatever. ADHD kicking, and I look up. I have a hard time. Even when I'm talking to crowds of people, I look off. I always look off. But when I'm like talking to somebody, I'm looking for a job opportunity, guys. If I'm seriously talking to you and like something serious is about to go the fuck down, I'm staring into your fucking soul.
Okay, so you only look in people's eyes to intimidate them.
Show respect or intimidate, or let you know that let you know I respect you, or let you know, motherfucker, I'm serious. Like, I'm letting you know that I'm making eye contact with you. You can see in my eyes that how I feel about this situation, it's about to go down. And my dad told me, you stare into motherfucker's soul when you ready to fight. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, it's real. I'm real with it. I'm not doing the goofy calf laughing, joking. It's like, it's eye contact. I'm not moving. But it was a good lesson. Then he asked him. Yeah, he asked him, what you know about fishing? Why they fish? What you know about sex? Which is the funniest thing. Well, yeah, he said I throw my thing in her.
9 months later, baby pops out. They start laughing at it. Which that's what you would do. Yo, listen, I don't know about y'all. I really want to move this along. I don't want to keep harkening back. My dad never asked me that. Never asked me about am I getting pussy. I just was getting it by the time any of that shit transpired. I was already getting it.
I was never asked.
I was never asked.
I was asked that.
By who?
By my biological father. Me and him, he would say
that was before or after you had a baby at like 15, nigga.
I had a girl living at the crib.
The fuck? Are you having sex? Yeah, Dad, look. This is the product of sex.
You didn't know she lives with me.
So
his pops was always giving out lessons, though. That's a good thing.
Constantly lessons, and that was so encoded in this movie, and I never realized it till I was a grown man, which also made me appreciate this movie more.
So
he also said he went to Vietnam, by the way. But go ahead.
So pushing along, they get back from fishing. You see Doughboy and Chris getting walked out the house in cuffs. And when I was
a
kid,
fuck did they steal?
They stole. Yeah, it made it look like he went to jail for 7 fucking years. When I was a kid, I thought he was in and out.
Yeah, no, because when she had the cookout, it was a welcome home
part. Yeah, but he was in and out though.
It was in and out. When I was a kid, it made him. He said, "I've been in and out." He said, "I'm getting tired of being in and out of jail." But as a kid, when I seen it, like, damn, what did he steal again?
Rob the bank.
What did he steal again? Well, let's give him 7 years in jail. But as a kid, when I was watching as a kid, I was like, yo, I don't want to steal. I want to go to jail for 7 years.
Well, that right there was scary in itself because how many kids have you ever seen arrested in handcuffs at 11, 12 years old? You know what I'm saying?
In that neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't live in that neighborhood. So us watching that,
think about
that movie came out in 91. So we might have seen it in like 92, 93 because we didn't go to the movie.
I see that shit.
You went to the movies to see it?
No, I'm talking about I said I see
owned it on bootleg.
I said I see the nigga.
Then 91, you know, it took a long time for it to come out.
I see somebody get walked out 11 in handcuffs. Hey, what's up? He a good model citizen right now, man.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My little brother. my brother KB, that nigga got locked up.
Oh, you snitching?
No, he got locked up. He was like 12 years old. They came and put the cuffs on him. I was like, yo, y'all really locking my fucking brother up.
That's what I said. It depends on who you're dealing with. If they know that you are prone to certain things,
this was his first.
You gonna be in cut? Oh shit!
This was his first. This was the life leading up to him being in and out. But it was like, oh shit! Like it was like, damn man, you locked my brother up.
Yeah, you had to see that too. By the way,
yeah,
you had to see that. So when they ride back and they playing "Ooh Child" things, that's where I learned that song from. I didn't know it from the radio. I only know it from that particular part. And it's burned into my mind forever for that particular part. But then they jump to I said that they get arrested for stealing, which fulfills the mother's prophecy of telling him he wasn't shit, all that stuff. So they jump to 7 years later, having a barbecue.
And Ricky's still wearing that practice jersey.
Ricky got I was gonna say that. Nigga just at the grill with a practice jersey. Nigga, it is the summer. The fuck are you doing?
That's how I got her in the
first place, that was the one OD thing they like, all right, yo, Ricky's a football player.
They wanted you to remember that this is Ricky. And guess what? He's playing football now. You had to know. I do think because they never did it. Well, yeah. The only other thing I noticed about Ricky, bro, is Ricky was eating some bullshit
all the time,
drinking bullshit through the whole fucking movie.
Oh, he had the milk with the
that
chocolate
nigga
bar.
Multiple times just was walking around with a carton of milk, ding dongs, ho hos. I think that once again,
product placement.
Product placement.
Mm-hmm. That's all you had to eat.
It
in the
was
hood.
dope. No.
About it.
This nigga, it was dope. It was dope when you think about why they did it. Right? He's a football player. So if you notice the shit he was eating, milk. Back in the day, you thought milk made your body strong. There's protein in the milk. We didn't have what's that shit they be having now? We didn't have the fucking Fairlights and all that shit back in the day. No. So you had milk. That'll give you your protein and all that shit. He was eating apples. He always was eating something.
Because he was drinking a carton of carton of milk with ice cream.
He's drinking a carton of milk.
They had an ice cream bar and drinking a carton of milk at the same time.
He was
scratching scratch-offs.
I just think that they wanted to let you know, like, nah, he's an athlete, so he always has to be fueling himself. That's a small little thing that they put in there. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, y'all who be making the Tubi movies, not all of y'all, because some of y'all got shout out to Marlon. Yeah, shout out to Marlon. That's a different animal. But the rest of the guys, that's a masterclass in movie making about the hood. Because I hate hood movies. That's a masterclass. It's the little tiny things that you don't even get right away. but it's called character building. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, another thing, character building, because we're talking about the cookout. You see Trey come in the backyard. You can tell Trey
dress fly,
but you can tell Trey is kind of removed from this type of atmosphere because he looks uncomfortable coming back there. Even though he know everybody, you can see that Trey's kind of uncomfortable. But he sees Ricky, and when Ricky start rapping, the baby. Just we find out Ricky got a baby.
Ricky got a fucking baby and
a
living
house
baby
pussy.
Mom.
You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Yo, Doughboy's home."
Yo, Kev, I feel like you saw that and said,
Me.
that nigga right there, he dark skinned too. You don't think so?
Fuck up, man.
only thing he missing is a kufi.
Yo.
So I'm gonna keep moving this movie along. So
go ahead, bro.
Hey, yo.
So Ricky, Trey goes over, see Ricky, they talking, they rapping, he see the baby. He's like, yo, go say hi to Doughboy. I heard you got the job. Maybe you could teach him, give him some of the
That was his mom. His mom said that.
Yeah, mom said,
mom
she said, why don't you teach him some of the stuff you learned to keep him from going in and out. That's how you knew Trey was in and out of jail. Doughboy. I meant to say Doughboy's out of jail. So Trey goes over, see him, daps him up. Duke over there with the fucking pacifier in his mouth.
Yo, yeah, that's a West Coast thing, I guess.
Yeah, because seeing that scene right there, it's kind of go. Don't be a Mr. El Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Yeah, it was like, oh shit. It was like that parody movie, which is a good parody movie. It just took me back to that scene. A couple of them scenes there, I was like, oh shit. But
that was a really good scene. Because he talked to do with the pacifier, told nigga you don't get no pussy, right?
He don't get no pussy.
He said, I get more pussy than
you. He said, yeah. He said, nigga, you over there get you fucking crackheads. He's like, but that's another thing about the age. He was like, yeah. He was like, nah, man, I don't fuck no. He said, I don't fuck no crackheads. But I let him suck my dick.
I might let him suck my dick.
He's like, yo,
what a pacifier.
Yeah, he's like, yo, that's when the one was like, yo, man, you get AIDS.
He said, you get AIDS from letting him suck your dick too. He said, hey, man, y'all niggas trying to scare me.
Yeah.
He's like, yo.
I was just fooling. No, that's from the
other. He's like, really get AIDS, let him suck your dick.
Dumb as hell. But that's the type of shit that they were talking about back in the 90s. Oh, it was all about AIDS.
AIDS, drugs, crack gave AIDS, whereas
crack cocaine.
You smoke crack, you're not injecting crack. He wasn't injecting crack, he was smoking it, so you can't get AIDS that way. You share needles through dope, heroin. That's how you got the AIDS. Smoking crack.
He was fucking him.
Yeah, he was fucking. He getting his dick sucked by him. So
yeah.
It was crazy because that's where you see Regina. That's how you know
cracked lips and they was bleeding and shit back then. So
yeah, that too. But this is how
you got it from that too.
Maybe.
So you see Regina King character asking who Trey is. This is how you
and
learn.
Fine ass Nia Long. You see fine ass
Nia Long was fine, but this is how you knew. This is where you see Trey look uncomfortable with seeing because you explain. She says, "Yeah, Ricky and Trey are like
best friends.
They best friends, like brothers.
Yep, and they used to be.
Yeah, him and Doughboy. Yep. They used to be, they used to be cool like that. So that's how you know. That's why you can see his character is uneasy because these are Doughboy's friends. But Ricky, that's my brother. I'm with them, but they all still get along with each other. So
yeah, still friends.
That's when she was like, "Ooh, Regina King was trying to give him the pussy." And she's like, "Oh, well, he got a girl." Yo-Yo was in that shit.
Yo-Yo was definitely in that scene. She was definitely in that scene.
Yeah, the one girl was pregnant. I didn't realize she was pregnant. Yeah,
I know.
The box. Yeah,
she definitely had a box.
Yeah.
But she was like, I would like to, I ain't gonna repeat everything she said, but she was like, but he got a girlfriend though, and that's when Nia Long turned Brandy, right?
Yeah.
Turned and she said, yes.
Yes, he does.
And they started laughing.
Yo, they laughed hard too. First, they looked at her
in her face.
They hit her with that. Who's this bitch? Like, and this bitch, like she couldn't compete type of laugh. You know
which is crazy.
Which is crazy work. But I mean, maybe in that hood, she's like,
yo, how don't they know her? She's been living down the street for 5 years.
Because she's the Catholic school girl. She wasn't. She lived there, but she wasn't.
She's removed from them.
She was removed. She wasn't going to the school.
I don't think it was the fact that they didn't know her. Maybe they just didn't associate with each other like that. I think that they knew each other, you know what I'm saying? But that's why she laughed at her like, who do you think you are? Like, You don't know we giving up the pussy out here. Apparently,
She definitely wasn't.
You know,
She definitely wasn't.
So
Trey wasn't feeling that.
Trey wasn't feeling because he ain't want to talk to her. He talked to her 5 days because they go out to get the food. Trey tried to be smooth.
Yeah,
Trey tried to be smooth. Hey man, why don't you let the ladies eat first? He was like, Dope Boy was like, yeah, hoes got to eat too. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Why you always gonna call us?
I ain't no hoe.
My bad,
bitch. Sorry, bitch. And that's what his mom smacks him. I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? But then they let the girls eat and
Trey
move us along.
Trey's coming, he leaves the bar, he come back with the plate, he sees the baby in the street.
I'm saying he also went to go talk to Nia.
Nia, she ain't want to talk.
And she said something like, yo, how come I ain't hear from you? He says, hold on. He walks away.
Try to be cool.
He walks away
to a tree.
Yo, to a
10
fucking
yards away.
Tree.
10 yards away.
That's when Ricky come over to him. We don't have to hit everything. I just thought that shit was funny. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to be smooth. How's it going? He was like, yeah, man, it's going good. It's going good. What's she doing? She leaving.
Matter of fact that she's leaving. He's like, oh shit. So
that's when the next scene. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he comes out. This is a home hit scene. He comes out and sees the baby in the street. He picks the baby up, almost gets by a car, takes it to, he knows where the baby comes from.
Green car.
She comes to the door with the crack pipe in her hand. Yo, you got any rocks? She's like, nah.
Got some blow, you got some rock. I'll suck your dick. Come on,
I'm
man,
like,
you got to do better.
Go ahead, nigga. Say the whole
I'm
lot.
telling you. Go ahead.
But I'm saying she come to the door with the fucking the pipe in her hand. It was like, yo, whatever. It was like that shit right there hit home because as a kid, like I said, I witnessed fucking kids who parents was on drugs, and it was like, yo, the kids was just left to fend for themselves. It's like little ass kids, like, oh, you shouldn't even fucking. Why are you out here? Like, you see in
a diaper, and
you see a 8 or 7-year-old watching a 2 or 3-year-old, like holding their hand, walking them down the street, make sure nothing happened to them, cross the street with them.
I've seen that recently, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, why is a baby watching the baby? But it's like, you ain't got no choice because their parents is getting high and shit. And it's like, damn, this shit kind of hit home, like, because I seen the shit.
That's why I'm saying you don't know that unless you grew up in that. Like a white person writing this movie would never know that that's a part of living in that type of environment.
But like
that's a specific thing.
Like Kev said earlier, he said about his wife, she's a white woman, she never grew up. She was like, you seen shit like that happen? Kev's like, yeah. Like
you've known crackheads?
Yeah. Yeah, she was shocked to realize that I have a past that was before her. You know what I mean? But yeah, when you're sheltered from scenarios like that, it's hard to fathom that there's people out there that maybe your spouse or someone close to you has had to deal with at one time or another. You know what I mean? And when I rewatched this movie recently, I watched it with my wife. It was the first time I heard seeing it. And
I gotta know how she liked it after we get done too.
I mean, she enjoyed the movie. It was it's not her type of movie. Normally she's in a romantic comedies and shit. I understand. Like that. But every now and then I might put something on and it intrigues her. And with this particular movie, I think she was just captivated by the early culture and the things that were going on. More it's shock and awe than anything for her. So as she's going through the movie, of course, she's asking me questions like, oh, do you know anybody like that? And it's like, well, not as an adult. I mean, now I don't affiliate myself with anyone that's like that. But when I was younger, yeah, we all knew somebody who was stuck on that path.
Yeah.
And for her, I don't think it doesn't resonate because she might not have seen it firsthand. But she might have knew people. I mean, maybe not doing crack, but pills or something like that, coke or something. But to be that type of person coming to the door and, your baby was running in the street and
she don't know nothing about that.
That's something like she can't fathom, how could you let your kid just be running outside, your front door closed, this baby is 2 years old.
I know it.
You know what I mean? So
it's
a different culture for her to watch from the outside in, especially with it being fucking 30 something years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 35 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still resonant. It still hit home because, like I said, seeing it now is like, damn. It's like that was a norm. Like some of this shit was shocking. A norm for us.
It's just normal. It's something that's like, oh shit. But you've dealt with something like that. But I want to get to the next part. The next part is after she offers to blow him for some crack, he gives her the baby and he walks with a plate across the street, and that's when a red Nissan almost hits him.
Yeah,
red. This shit is very gang coded. I didn't notice it as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that Crips and Bloods were around. If you really notice the colors and where they're placed, then you start to realize, like, oh, because
he wasn't on that side. They wasn't on that side of the hood that often. That side of the hood was more blue.
Yeah, but it was still implied.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you why. Well, when we get to it, I'm gonna tell you why. So them in that red car with the Chicago Bulls Scully on and shit like that, them niggas had red on. They was Bloods.
Yeah.
They didn't outwardly say that, but they were Bloods. Because I was wondering, yo, why the fuck? Because I wrote this down. They almost hit him with the car. He wasn't paying attention. Immediately pulled a shotgun on him. No reason to do that. Unless, man, you from that, you know what I mean? You from over there. So fuck you regardless. Because as a kid, I'm like, yo, why did they just pull a shotgun on this nigga? Like he didn't say nothing. Yeah, called him a mark. He didn't say nothing. He didn't do nothing. He almost got hit by y'all in his on his block. You pull a shotgun on him immediately. Till I realized, oh, it's fucked them regardless.
Yeah, this is not. We riding down here like
looking for trouble.
Because more so, even then, it's just, oh, if you don't know who I am, this is what I do. Even if it's not for them necessarily gang related or side related.
It was gang related.
Well, I'm talking about for Trey. Like he might not be looking at him like, I know he's not part of a gang. You know what I'm saying? But just to let you know what type of time I'm always on. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you this to let you know that whenever you come across me, the only option.
I shoot.
Yeah, I shoot first, ask questions last.
I don't even ask questions. I shoot and then go get a burger.
So I ask a question. Is he dead? You know what I mean?
Maybe. So Trey comes back to the crib like, yo, like pissed, nothing happens.
Oh, he's regular.
Yeah. Here go nothing. Walked in regular. He said, what's the name, mom name?
Brenda.
Miss Brenda told me to give you a plate.
Go ahead, because I know you're going where I'm going.
Ain't no swan on that plate right there. I said, yo.
Correct.
I said this shit. I remember that scene.
That was you, right?
I just said it because I just knew that scene. I ate pork, but I say no swan. As soon as he dropped the plate, that's the first thing I said before Lawrence Fishburne said that line. I just remember that line always sticking out.
Did you look at the plate?
It was ribs.
It was fucking ribs. And they was not beef ribs. I looked at the plate. I said,
and that was
those are pork ribs.
And that was mainly the only thing that was I seen ribs. It looked like maybe like some type of salad,
beans or something. Yeah.
It said
pork and beans.
Know how to throw down some barbecue. I was like, man, that is the most mediocre barbecue.
Yo, it really is.
Like, when you look back at the barbecue, ribs, they had pans and pans of ribs. I didn't see anything else.
It was chicken.
Open shit up.
Chicken ribs.
It was chicken there. It was chicken. It was chicken. I see the open up the chicken, but I'm saying, yo, he ain't got no chicken. I'm like, where's the chicken? Where's the hamburger? This nigga got ribs. That's the first thing I said.
Ribs, bro.
I said, yo, nigga.
I said, I guess those were beef ribs. And I know what beef ribs look like. Those were not beef ribs, but whatever.
But so this was a scene that took me back because it was funny.
It was a good scene.
It was a good scene. It was a great scene because he was like, yo, Dad, can you give me a fade? It took me back to Don't Be a Mrs. House Central while drinking juice to the hood because I'm like, yo, Trey and his dad are the same age. Why? And
both of them niggas 35.
Yeah.
Trey was losing hair up top.
Exactly. So I remember
What's
that.
Funny about that scene is they were only Lawrence Fishburne and Cuba Gooding Jr.
6 years,
7 years apart.
That's why it's funny.
6-7 years apart.
That's why it's hilarious.
So I guess he's trying to represent. Oh, my dad was 17, had me young, so he's younger.
Did say that, yeah.
Yeah, but it was still funny because when they
should have said 15.
When Marlon made the parody of the movie, I remember the scene of the young boy cutting his hair.
Go tuck me in, son. That's what he said. All right, let's move through it.
But he faded up one side, let it shit. But no, because that's the even
He
funnier
definitely
shit.
faded up one side.
Yeah. So he said, "Yo, you getting coochie?
Barely.
You get
No, he said, "You get any pussy yet? You get some pussy yet?"
And he started telling the lie about
As a kid, I didn't know that was a lie.
I didn't know
until
either.
I was a grown man, and because you just when you were a kid and you watching it, you're not really paying attention to all the stuff that they say. But the next part is when he explains that it was a lie. But explain the story, because that's a fly ass story.
Yo, it was a fly story. So the girl,
the greatest storyteller.
So what's her name? Teresa. She rolls up. He's like, yo, these fine honeys roll up in this new Jeep, and everybody's sweating to try to mack her. She came straight up to me. She said, she said, can I get he said, what's up with you?
This your ride.
This your ride?
You ain't never watched this.
He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, you gonna let me drive your ride? He said, it's a stick shift. You know how to drive a stick shift? She was like, no, I can teach you.
That's a version of it.
So go ahead, tell your version.
That's a version. You said it, you just didn't say any of it right. It's okay.
Go ahead, say it right now.
No, I don't want to repeat it.
Repeat it, motherfucker.
You did it right.
No.
You just did it wrong.
Ready, clip. Here go the clip. So Teresa rolls up. Go ahead.
This your ride? He was like, yeah, would you like to go for a ride with me? She was like, I want to drive it. He said, well, can you drive stick? She was like, I can if you teach me. There you go. That's it.
She said no, and he said I can teach.
No, she said I can if you teach me.
Apply that. So he comes home. The grandma's at church. He comes home, takes her up the stairs.
I ain't gonna lie. That bitch, I used to think she was fine. She wasn't bad looking, but she wasn't as thorough as I thought she was as a kid. I just know I saw her titty nipples.
Yeah, because he was
all I knew.
He was hitting it upstairs. He's like, the grandma comes in the crib. I guess she can smell the sex in the air.
Yeah.
Gets a big ass meat cleaver. This nigga butt ass naked somehow. From her getting that meat cleaver to him coming up the stairs, that nigga got dressed, jumped out the window.
Still putting his pants on while he running away. I feel like she should have just tossed that shit like an axe throw.
He said,
"Caught it right in the ass."
What she said? What did dad say? He said,
Did you use protector? Did you use a
what
Jimmy or
did
some
you
shit?
use?
He said, what did you use? He said, I think the nigga said condoms.
The thing is, he said he was calling her and basically he was giving him the runaround when he would call her. Yeah. And he said, what did you use? He was like, I used the number that she gave me.
Yeah.
Use the number she gave me. No fool.
Yeah.
Did you use a Jimmy? He's like, nah, she told me she was on the pill.
Why are you sweating me?
Why you
sweating me? He always asks about why you pill.
Yeah, Trey was a corny as hard. He was a cool. No. Yeah, I think he was meant to be that way.
You know, I don't think so. I think he was just for the times. In all, for me.
Not only that, for the times.
I don't think it was forced.
I think I think they were showing the awkwardness about talking to your dad about sex. Because remember when he asked his son that he knew what sex was, he immediately, I take my ding-a-ling and throw it in there. You know what I mean? Like, he got right into it. But when it was
later,
but when it was time to actually talk about him actually getting something, he's on the verge of being an adult.
You sweat me.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know what's else crazy about that scene? Trey stood up. Dad's like, oh, he started sizing the nigga up because he's like, oh, you talk about why you sweat me. I guess you big enough to, challenge me. He didn't say it. But you can see that's me looking at my son like, oh, nigga, what this nigga talking back to me? Talking wild. He got pissed.
It's a line to be drawn at that point.
Yeah, it was lines. Man, clean his hair up.
He definitely told him to clean his hair up. He broke him off with some knowledge first, you know, because he went in the refrigerator, he closed the refrigerator. Oh, that was beforehand.
I don't think
when he smelled it on him.
Yeah,
he trying to smell him. Like,
he didn't get no pussy.
Did he just go get some?
He was trying to check his temperature. You know what I mean?
He was trying
to check his temperature. Like, you out here getting some pussy?
That's crazy though.
He sized him up. Yeah,
but he was smelling him though. It's like, did he just come from it? But I guess as a dad, like, I don't know if y'all know, but I mean, I ain't a dad. I feel like when you getting pussy, it's kind of all you think about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you do first get it, you're kind of getting it all the time if you can. So
or
maybe
he might have been trying to smell it, see if it was perfume or something.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
I mean? Like
you coming from a bitch house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something. But
So,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or you don't know where to go?
Nah, I know it was the next scene. It was like a bunch of random scenes.
Well, no. before you get there, this is when he is in the car with Ricky. The next day for school, they don't say it, or the next day for whatever they're doing. He's in the car with Ricky, and he says, "I never lied to my dad before."
Yeah, he said, "Yeah." He said,
that's the scene I didn't notice when I was a kid. I just
he said, "Lied about what?" He said, "I told my dad I wasn't a virgin." He's like, Ricky, like,
you are
laughed
right,
at
though, right?
You not right?
Laughed at him.
He said, "Nah, man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. You know,
I'm scared to have a baby."
I was afraid." Nigga started dying.
Yeah, laugh. He's like, afraid. He's like, nah, I finger popped a couple chicks and sucked on some titties.
Yeah. And he was like, "What you afraid of, man?
What you got, nigga?"
Afraid of being a father or daddy or some shit like that."
And
He's
then
like,
the nigga said,
damn,
yeah, like,
you right?
I guess my life is over.
Well, no, I mean, I think that when he said that to him,
He got it.
He understood because he's actually living it. I mean, when you're going through it, you can only imagine how scared he was realizing that he was going to be a dad at 16. You know what I mean? Turning 17, because that little kid looked like he was like 1 year old by the time, you know what I'm saying? They actually introduced
Freak
it.
ass. You saw when they kissed?
In
front of his mother?
Hey, yeah, shit.
Oh, yeah, kissed the shit out.
That nigga put his tongue down in her throat.
Well, the only person I know who could do that was Kev.
What do you think he modeled his life after?
So
I'm gonna be Ricky.
Yeah, because remember, she lived in the house with them.
Yeah, no boy said he got some in-house pussy, but you start seeing the different lives of how they all living, because you see
montage.
You seen when they snatched the bull Duke chain.
Yep.
And they chased the nigga down. What's the nigga in the wheelchair was doing when he hopped off the car?
That shit was the funny.
What are you going to do?
That nigga said. It's a funny thing he did later in a not so funny part of the movie. I was like, yo, I've never seen that nigga back there. Just anyway, yo, he was diesel.
Yeah,
that nigga was diesel.
He was diesel shit, but it was like, yo, what are you gonna do? These niggas fucking this crackhead up. What are you
supervise in that chair doing curls, dog?
So spinning the wheels, nigga.
Yeah, they went and fucked that nigga up, and they was just
with the wheels.
They was just
the treadmill, just
running over this nigga. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna run over the nigga neck. Back and forth.
But you see Ricky playing football.
Ricky's playing football.
After that practice. You see Trey try to get some pussy.
That nigga couldn't stop trying to get some pussy, right?
Yeah.
I never noticed that either. I didn't know what they were as a kid. I didn't know what they were talking about.
Getting the skins.
Yeah,
he was trying hard because she was Catholic, and she said, "I want to wait till I get married." Right. But it was just breaking down how everybody's life was starting. People's lives were starting to go in different directions. Yeah.
That montage told me a lot. Like I said, as a kid, I just know. I know he played football. I know that they just in the hood. I never realized, like you said, that this was explaining 3 different worlds.
Yeah,
3 different worlds that, I mean, ultimately could end in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Could, you know what I'm saying? All right, so they did all that. Now he talking to his mom on the phone. He made up with Brandy, and he talking to his mom on the phone. You find out that his mom wanted to come
back home. Yeah, because she got a better living situation.
Oh yeah, because she was getting her master's.
She was getting a master's. Yeah. Said when she get a better living situation, and I was saying, because up until that point, even though he was a teenager, you said, "Damn, you should go live with your mom." Just got a gun pulled on you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got the
shotgun. Yeah,
shotgun coming.
That wasn't the only time.
No, it came. That happened. You know, Brandy was in the house. Was she doing her homework when that
was later?
But you hear the helicopters going on in the background. He laying on there. He's looking at stuff. Like you can hear the helicopter. Like, yo, bro, you should.
She's in a fucking high rise.
Yeah, he's a high rise. You should get out of there. But he's trying to get. He said he's trying to get some, pussy.
That's where
that's
where
his
life was. Like, and I get it too, because even for you, right?
Yeah,
for you. I know when I went to go live with my dad for a couple years, it was not the greatest situation. Like, I had a job.
My brother lived with my pops. I was like, he was miserable.
It's.
I guess it's not. You know what? It's not miserable.
No,
if your dad's doing the right thing, it's going to be some rules and shit. It's going to be like Trey's situation.
That wasn't.
It was freedom though.
For me,
your
that
dad
wasn't the case.
But your dad let you. Your dad let you be you. Your dad let you get into some shit to a point.
Wasn't no damn food in the motherfucking fridge.
So
for me, it was
because you could be.
But I got pussy when I was.
I think he enjoyed being at his dad's house because of the people that he was around.
He built a life.
But I mean, even before that, because remember, he was always visiting on the weekends. And then when he lived with his dad, he went to visit his mom on the weekends.
Can I add something? Can I add something before you continue? When he got dropped off at his dad's house the first time, he said, "When you coming to pick me up?" to his mom.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to stay.
He didn't.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
I mean, I agreed with that. But once you get in there, once he got in there, and he was around his friends, you know what I mean? It changed the. If you go somewhere, you only see people maybe once or twice a month. You know what I mean? You don't really get to build that rapport. But when he actually went to his dad's and he got to actually see what life was like, it kind of pivoted what he wanted to do or wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Remember when he was there, he got a job at the mall. That's how he came fly.
Job at the mall, yeah.
And he was offering the discounts with his clothes and shit. So if he's working and he was technically still in school, his life was busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes back to being with his mom, he didn't want to go back because
it's a different life.
He built something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what it's like when you go
built something as a teenager. Yeah.
Like sometimes when I was younger, I had to go visit my mom for a week or a month or something like that in the summertime. You get homesick. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy the first week or so there, but then you were like, damn, I wish I was back at the crib and you know what I mean, with the homies, or you know what I'm saying, just have my own house, my own bed, the stuff that I'm used to. But being homesick or just being able to experience new things, I think that his experience changed with where he was. You know what I'm saying?
That became his home.
Yeah, he was walking home by himself at his mom's crib, seeing all the bullshit that was going on, and now he had his dad's crib and he got his own crew.
Worse.
No, it was worse.
Yeah, it might not necessarily
all of
be
that
worse,
shit was
but
bad.
He wasn't by himself.
Yeah, like I would get like when I live.
Yeah, that's true.
When I moved out my mom's house and I was living with my grandparents for a brief moment, I ain't want to go back home. Like I would visit my mom on the weekends
because you had mad freedom, dog.
But
I think it's about freedom.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I was like, it's good seeing you. But all my brothers was there. Like it was like a little brief moment in time. I wasn't growing up with them, so it was like I live with my grandma. But it's like I'm gonna go back home. Like it's fun hanging with y'all, but I'm going back here. Even when the summer vacation came, I ain't gonna stay with my mom. I stayed with my grandma.
Not only that for him, but like when he first started living with his dad, one of the first things that he seen from his dad outside of rules and responsibility was protection, dog. Somebody came in their house. His dad got the shooting from the door, scared the shit out of him, made him piss himself while he tried to go to the bathroom. But when it was over, his dad was pretty much instilling in him that, I don't want to kill nobody, but I'm gonna protect you by any means necessary. Somebody come in this house, then it's going to be the end of them, and I'm gonna show you that I'm here for you. It's a piece that might have been missing when he was with his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Sure. Yeah, that's an important point. I think you're right. So it's all of that wrapped into one, why he didn't want to go back with his mom and why his dad was kind of argumentative about that, because they got on the phone and started arguing. And I think that's correct. Like, hey, I'm still teaching him to be a man.
Well, no, but at the same time, he let her know, like, it's not my decision. He's a grown ass man now. If I made it so he decides if he wants to come home, he's more than welcome to come, or if he wants to come live with you, he's more than welcome to, but he decided that this is where he wants to be.
Right.
I'm not going to send him nowhere as a grown man. What did that sound like?
Right.
And if you ask him and he says no, what makes you think that I'm going to turn around and make him do it? You know what I'm saying? We built this relationship where he understands and I understand. You know what I mean? We have these rules in this house. You know what I mean? And this is what's been working for 7 years now.
7 years.
Going on 8. You know what I mean? If this is what he wants to do, then I'm gonna let him do it because I raised him to be a man. You know what I mean? Not to be, he wasn't raising him to be a follower, even though he had to follow the rules because his dad's the teacher. He was trying to show him to have a mind of your own, to have your own decisions, to make your own decisions and live with those responsibilities. You know what I mean? And that was part of being a man for him and learning their history and what it is to be a good man.
I would like to point out that he also asked his mom if she was going to give him the skins or what.
Yeah, that was wild.
I said, "Oh shit! I've never noticed that when I was a
Like,
kid."
mother Trey.
Yo, so we gonna what do you say? We gonna get busy or what?
You gonna give me? No, he said you gonna give me the skins or what? She's like, it's your mother, Trey.
Oh,
But
shit.
so
So
moving along. The recruiter, Ricky's recruiter, is coming over to see him that night.
I know you'll enjoy this part.
Yeah, so they playing duck hunt with that 19 out with that pistol because I thought it was a real gun.
Yeah.
But it was
I'm gonna show you. What do you say? I'm gonna show you how to kill this motherfucker. Some shit like that.
And I'm looking like, what the fuck is that? Oh, they're playing duck hunt.
Playing duck hunt. Yeah.
What duck hunt gun was red and gray, nigga? That never was a gun on duck hunt.
My shit was definitely gray.
That your shit didn't look like that.
No, my shit was light gray.
My shit was red.
Nintendo on it.
Yeah. So
with a red aimer on.
Yeah,
on the top.
So the recruiter comes over, he pulls on the block, and you can see like these dudes is like, yo, because the mom kicks him out, and you see this car pull up. Now they train.
Well, at that point too, the other people around him realize like, yo, she don't really like that nigga.
Yeah,
she fuck with Ricky, but she don't like that nigga.
She don't
they was talking about it.
They was talking about it, like, yeah, she don't fuck with Trey. I mean, dope boy like that. So the recruiter pulls up. They look in the car. Who that is? Ricky here. Boom. He comes to the house. He walks up to coach. Yo, man, you need a scholarship. You need
always a nigga like that.
Yeah, you need a scholarship to go to USC. It's like, yeah, that will help. What you do? I used to play baseball when I was younger. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
That's what dope boy told him. Shut the fuck up. Yo, man. That's a real I feel like that part of the script is great. Bro.
That was because it is a nigga.
It shows one black person discouraging another black
person. No, he
person.
did discourage him.
What you mean?
In a sense, yeah, because
he said no. He said you got to have a scholarship. He didn't discourage him.
No, what are you talking about?
When he said, "Do you need a scholarship to get into USC?" and he said, "Well, not necessarily, but it helps." He said, "Oh," he was like, "Why?" And he asked him what he did. He's like, "I used to play baseball when I was younger." He said later on, like, yo, I want to go to college. Don't talk to me like he wanted to actually.
That nigga was talking stupid shit.
You can't necessarily think that though.
I would if I'm a recruiter, nigga. You're not in school now.
Yeah, but the recruiter doesn't know none of that. He's just talking, getting information. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't know if that man really like, all right, what if he wanted to get out the hood?
That's right.
You know,
but that's not my responsibility. You sitting on the porch drinking a 40 with these other knuckleheads. As I'm walking past you,
y'all don't
you need a scholarship to get into college. It don't matter what you don't know, nigga.
But the recruiter's not the one that's writing him off at the time. It's Doughboy.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah, the recruiter's like,
nigga, I want you losing with me.
You told me shut the fuck up.
I want you losing with me.
But that's what I'm saying is that it's a moment of discouragement. Like if you ever notice, Doughboy really be like, even though they his boys, he be clowning them niggas, and not only do he clowning them niggas, he like the Martin of the West Coast, nigga. You get out my car, you get off my porch, you can get out my house, get off my stoop. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was kicking niggas out of everything.
Yo, for real, he was definitely talking to them like shit.
Yeah, that's what
all of them.
But because he was the one.
He was talked to like shit.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear about that.
Explain.
He was talked to like shit
for him. So
his boy
he doesn't know how to project it other than that.
So that is an interesting part. The way he communicates is honestly vastly based on the way his mom communicates to him.
Yep. And what does niggas do? The niggas that follow him feed off his energy. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga does have an actual question and he doesn't know how to articulate himself correctly, because that's where they're from. They talk like they walk. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. So when he's talking to somebody, he's talking to him the only way he knows how. You come into a nigga in a situation where he's in his environment, he's doing what he normally does. If he has a question,
I would do the same thing.
Maybe he is intrigued and maybe want to take a different path. You can say no because
I would tell him shut the fuck up too.
Yeah, but that would be you being a Doughboy.
I don't give a fuck.
You know
why? Yo, he hear from my brother who this is going to be his life. You just got done shooting at people with me. Shut the fuck up while this nigga goes and talks to my brother, bro.
So speaking about that, move this shit along. He goes in the crib. The recruiter's talking to him. You know, he's asking. You know,
there's helicopters, loud
helicopter. He's looking around. He asks Ricky. You know, about you taking the SAT and all that, and what do you plan on doing? That what is your major going to be in college? Because not everybody makes it to the NFL. And Ricky on the thought process, I'm only going to NFL. It's NFL or bust for me. That's his mindset,
But then he harkens back to Trey and says, well, maybe business, because my friend Trey, is always talking about starting a business, which also describes their relationship as well.
And it shows you that Trey is like, his dad is preaching this to him. And then, he's talking to the recruit and everything. The mom's there. Then you see the baby run out. And the recruit was like, oh, hey, is this your little brother right there? He was like, nah, that's my son. You see the recruiter look at him like, it's like,
it's real for me.
A moment of shock.
It's real for shock, me. But he's like, I'm still interested in you because he's showing him his tapes. I don't know where he got.
He's going crazy on them tapes. Nigga.
Yeah, I was saying, who was that really running? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but that nigga was getting busy on them niggas.
Yeah, so he told him to take the SAT. You got to get a 700.
Yep. Oh my God.
Taking in October. So they all, mind you, they all go take, which is another thing. They all go take the SAT
together. Yeah.
Together. You see.
Hold on.
But you see.
You ever take the SAT?
Nah.
You ever take the SAT?
Yeah, we had to take it when we were in high school.
I ain't take that shit. You had to. You ain't have to.
Oh, I took mine. I don't know.
I ain't take mine.
Remember what you got? Don't tell me. Remember what you got?
I don't remember offhand.
I took that shit twice and got the same grade.
You get like 400 for spelling your name.
That's not true. I was bad at taking tests, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
But so they all take. But you see who all in the room? You see Trey there. You see Ricky. You see Brandy there.
Me too.
It was 3 tests in one.
And Ricky baby mom.
Ricky baby mom was all of them was in there.
Yeah, they all. They say they had a kid, but you can see she was still taking high school serious, and the mom was letting them.
They still gotta like they kids, they got fucked up. They still gotta like go through their life. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So they take the SAT. Boom. They come out. They go stop at. They go say, "Yo, I'm gonna go see my pops." They hop in the car to go see Furious. They ask him about the business of Furious. Like, yo, I'm gonna show y'all something. That's when another good message come to the billboard. Now they in Compton. You can see the uncomfortableness of
Ricky and Trey.
And Trey, like, yo, we ain't supposed to be here. You see these niggas across the block.
Yeah, they staring.
With the dad, like, yo, man, I ain't worried about them young bulls.
He said, don't be afraid. He said, we got to stop being afraid of our own people.
So he's breaking down the start, which I told y'all earlier. This is people don't know this happening now. Gentrification. They lower the property value down. They ask to buy your homes at a cheap price. They kick you out of you can't afford them. And they move y'all, and that's when
that's why we gotta keep everything black.
That's when motherfucker you see Grady come over.
Yeah,
that was Grady.
It was Grady.
Grady come.
Stupid motherfuckers, he killing each other.
Grady over there snapping.
They're old since 1980 or 1970s.
So he's trying to explain, who you think bringing the crack in the neighborhood. We don't got boots.
We don't got planes.
Bring crack in the neighborhood. Explain this shit and explain, why you think it's gun stores and liquor stores in every corner, which is fact.
Yes,
it's tools for killing yourself. So the one brother's like, yo, what am I supposed to do when dudes smoke meat? We'll smoke him first.
Yep.
He said, you got to think, man. And it was like, young brother, that scene right there is message, but it's like, yo, it's happening now. Everything he spoke of, the balls, bro. You go in Philly right now, in bad parts of Philly, like North Philly. It's like, yo, you see the Badlands. It's called the Badlands.
I know of these things. I know what you're talking
about. You see motherfuckers walking dogs. I remember when I was a kid. When I met my biological father, I was out there because he lived right around the corner from that shit. Like he was on 6th and Cumberland. That's all Puerto Ricans, blacks. That was it. Shit was hood. I'm riding down there. My grandma's house all boarded up. White people walking their dogs, riding bikes. I'm like, gentrified. But this is
gentrifying where I come from.
This is what he spoke on. So it was just a powerful message in that.
It shows you just how long it's been in place, and that's why I think like them putting those messages in this movie. It was just more than. It's more than just entertainment. It was like, nah, I'm really going to show y'all how it is and what they doing and put it in a movie that you can digest. And it's still happening to this day. And it's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
Get y'all to kill yourself. We going to get y'all land. We going to let y'all do the work. We're going to give you the tools to kill yourselves and let y'all do the work while we come in and buy y'all shit. Pennies on the dollar, sell it for a whole bunch. It's all about money. But go ahead. So them niggas say, Yo, where your brother? What do you say? Where your brother at? You know, niggas up Crenshaw up there doing stupid shit. You want to go? Yeah, let's go.
Damn, that's when.
I want you to understand something.
This was
What color is Trey's car?
Trey car is blue.
That's
what I'm saying. His car. When I see his car roll, I'm like, damn, you rolling with a blue car, but you're comfortable having that blue car in your neighborhood that you're in.
That's why it started to click to me that all that shit is on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, remember, as a kid, I didn't realize because they're not wearing blue. They not what's the name? Jacket is blue.
Yeah.
Like, that's very on purpose. Even though you don't put it outward, it's meant to be coded with Crip side, blood side.
So
which makes sense with Doughboy always wearing black. His car was gold.
He ain't wore no colors.
He was Latin King?
No, he wasn't Latin King. You can't be Latin King black. But it's like I see the cold color, so they roll up there, and it's just nigga shit.
Yeah, it looked fly though. If you was a young
fly,
boy. It was fly. Bitches out there.
It's where you supposed to be at. Where you supposed to be, but shit could pop off because they rolled up.
Yeah,
Ricky not into this shit.
He played football.
He not
playing. He ain't no bitch.
Trey not into this shit, but he's like, I just grew up around. Trey's still he's not into this shit. Let's be real.
He got a blue car.
His dad's just trying to keep him away. You got a car. Your dad trying to keep you away from the shit. They talking to Doughboy.
Nah, they walk. Yeah. I'm sorry.
They walk him. They talking to Doughboy. They chilling. They talking. The nigga
get out of the car with milk.
Yeah, milk and the fucking ice cream, drinking milk again. These niggas got 40.
Get out of the car with milk.
They in the car, Doughboy in the car talking, man. He said something. He said,
He
said, these bitches. He's like, why you always got to call a girl a bitch, a hoe? Or what did you say? He said a bitch or a hoe or something else.
Because that's what you are.
A bitch or a hoe.
He said, that's what you are, bitch. You are one, bitch. Why was she always with them? And she was the homie. Yeah, she tried to get Trey some pussy. So they talking,
and she ain't know who
that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who that?
Probably gave Doughboy the pussy.
Yeah, because she was drinking with him early. He said, bitch, go to the store and get some more.
You better take your ass to the store with that shit. Anyway, that was the funniest. Even when I was a kid, I laughed at that. Like I said, you better take your ass to the store with that shit. Anyway, so they're sitting Trey and Ricky on the side of Doughboy car talking to him. And these weird ass niggas with bitches with them they walking by, they got red on. That's when it first clicked to me what they really was doing. They got all of them have red.
Yeah, but it was
all of them.
Mind you, it's the same nigga that pulled the gun out.
Same nigga that pulled the pump out in the red car.
Hit him with the mean.
Yo, I feel like niggas. I'm sorry, and I know this is running long. I feel like niggas who do that is secretly gay. Right?
I think he did that because he remembered him from them almost hitting him.
No, he didn't remember. He didn't remember.
I feel like them niggas.
He didn't give a fuck
because he bumped Ricky.
He bumped
Ricky. He didn't bump Trey. He didn't bump Trey.
Ricky.
Bump Ricky. He knows who was after this scene though, because he bumped Ricky. Ricky said, "Man, what's your problem?"
He bumped the shit out of him.
He's like, "Yo, man, what the fuck your problem?" Because Ricky got pissed. He hit that nigga hard. He knocked him into the milk and shit.
He spilled his milk over and shit.
Yo,
I'm sorry. This ass milk.
He said, "What you say, nigga?" Oh fuck.
They said, "What you looking at, nigga?"
That's when
I'm still trying to find out, nigga.
That's what Doughboy out the car. Yo, what's up?
Protecting his fucking brother, yo.
Dude, I always remember that. Yo, we got a problem.
Yep. Protecting his brother, yo.
That scene is the most.
Yeah, I know.
It's the most iconic scene. Dude, we got a problem.
Genius. One day we will talk about that.
Let's do that movie. We should do that movie.
Genius. But yeah, he gets out, and like I said, I really want to talk about the stuff that's really like underneath. He get out protecting his fucking brother
because he knows his brother's not. He know his brother's got a football career.
No, he's his fucking brother.
But I'm saying he's like,
and them niggas on gang time.
That's what. But you not get what I'm saying.
No, I get it.
He's like,
I don't think that was his motivation for protecting.
Not protecting his brother. He's like, yo, I don't want my protecting your brother ain't mean always fighting for him. Protecting your brother's like, yo, man, I fucked up. Don't do the same shit I do.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Let me do this dumb shit for
protection.
You. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Them niggas on gang time.
He's like,
I know what they about. Hold on, let me cut this shit short. Yo, what's up? all right, then get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't think he does. I don't think he protects his brother with, yo, he gonna play football. We got to make sure he make it. I think it's just like, nah, that's my brother. Yeah. Like, even though me and him be fighting, that's my brother. I'm gonna make sure
my brother. He not to say about my brother's about something. I don't want my brother to fall into this. Let me, bro. I'm always, even though I'm always clowning you, talking shit about you, secretly, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're doing this shit. Get out of here. Get far away from this shit. Leave this shit up to me. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that might be part of being a brother. I just think it's loving him.
It's loving him. I mean, that's love. That's what I'm saying.
Loving him.
That's what I'm saying. You keep just like,
it's all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta have a conversation
within each other because obviously he did that when it came to his friends being at the house, trying to hinder, the recruiter coming there, letting them know, like, yo, they heat for him, not for y'all. You know what I mean? My brother is being something for himself. Get the fuck out of here. But also, if he's in danger, none of that extra shit matters. None of him going to school or being something. Nah, life or death. I'm not letting my brother, get caught up in this shit. I'm here with you, ride or die type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make sure you good because
I'm gonna do the gangster shit.
I'm the guy. You know what I'm saying? That y'all know. That's
I'll get shit popping.
You know what I'm saying? Let me pop off, and we'll figure it out from that point on. Being, big brother type shit.
Big brother. And the reason why I bring that up, I keep bringing it up and how important that is because of later on in the movie. I just think that's where really like, you know what I'm saying?
And then that man,
very important.
The next thing you know, man,
my man come
with the motherfucker Uzi dumps that shit, just lets it off, and everybody scattered. Fucking Doughboy almost ran fucking Ricky ankle over.
I saw that shit.
Ricky slipped. He just missed that nigga.
Yo, I thought I was the only person that noticed that. That nigga was in the middle of the street. Slipped. Almost.
Almost.
That was real life.
That was real.
Yeah,
that was a real scene. Like, oh shit, I ran this nigga over. Ran my brother over into the movie before it ended.
But I just, that to me, that was an iconic scene. This bitch ass nigga in the fucking red. Rather than have a problem with a face-to-face, he just emptied the whole shit out and fucked the whole shit up. Just a weirdo nigga. It was,
but he was that
there. Why you worry about men?
Because that's the type of nigga he was. He's because even if you notice it, Doughboy said something about the nigga later on.
He definitely did.
He's like,
he's
27. You 27 still hanging out with us, implying like, yo, we still like 19 and 17 and 6. Why you still hanging around us? You grown ass
fucking with us.
Yeah, grown ass man. So boom, that happens. They pull off the craziest scene happens after that.
This is when the fucking self-hating ass cop
pulls him over.
You know
what I mean?
Same nigga too.
Same cop from the beginning.
Still hate himself and black people.
Can't stand you black motherfuckers.
So they pull him out the car first.
Pulled him out the car. They talking. Y'all from 60s.
Crenshaw do nothing.
You say, Lou? You say, turn that nigga around. Can't stand you black motherfuckers.
Hate my gums because they black.
Yeah, but that was from what's his name?
What was that?
Recipes Bernie Mac, yo.
Don't be a menace.
Gums because they black.
Stand you black. Pulls the gun out of him.
Put that shit right in there.
I could blow your motherfucking head off and won't nobody do nothing about it. Trey start crying because that was another scene from Don't Be a Menace.
I know we fucking up the severity of the situation,
but it was a serious scene.
That's what made it funny. But yeah, Trey, he doesn't outright cry, but the tears kind of roll down. The other cop is even looking like,
yo, you doing too much.
And Ricky looking, they both looking on in shock as this cop is threatening this young man's life just because he said it. I ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
And he just started talking crazy to him. And it affected him deeply. So we talked about how the next scene, because we just gonna go to the next scene when he gets to Brandy's house.
Kill these motherfuckers.
But that right there, which I never, as a kid, never connected the two dots. He was sick and tired of this shit. It was not just that, but just being in this fucking environment altogether.
Because you got to think, you got the gun pulled on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
He almost was in a gunfight on Crenshaw.
On Crenshaw, the cops trying to kill me. my own people trying to kill me.
Yeah.
So much it's so much pressure. Like everything is always happening. He goes in the crib. He starts snapping. He starts swinging. I'm gonna take the scene serious because it was another. We got to do that movie.
Yeah, we'll do that movie because I feel like watching it with this lens, it wasn't funny.
Yeah. So he starts swinging. He's like, I kill all these motherfuckers. And which was deep about this scene. He was crying. He said, "Y'all never cry." You know how hard it is for you to be a man and cry in front of your a woman, even just a girl like
I don't now.
It's hard. I go in the room.
Niggas,
I don't give a fuck. It's been times I cry alone. Dre, you fucking right. It's certain shit that fucking I cry alone, dog.
That's a real question.
I cried in the shower. I cried in the fucking shower because it's like, yo, at least I know you can't tell that I was crying because I just got out the shower. Let the fucking rain let the shower, the water from the shower wash your tears away. So to see this man crying in front of a woman, you know this nigga is going through something.
I think that was but I think that's the dope part about it. This is cinema at its finest. He went in there swinging that air because there's nothing else he could do.
No,
he couldn't. There was no gun to shoot. Right? There's no person that he can direct any of this to. That's what that scene meant to me when I watch it now. Is I just got to get out this aggression and I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, gotta remember, and I'm not trying to make this funny. The nigga ain't getting no pussy yet or nothing.
No.
This is raw anger. This man has no idea what to do. He don't know where to put his emotions. So he walks in this girl's house. She asks him what's going on, and he just fucking freaks out and starts swinging at the air and talking to himself.
It's
really a breakdown.
Yeah, it was a break. It was a mental breakdown. And her as a woman,
she didn't know what to do either.
She ain't know, but
she knew what to do at that.
She knew what to do, but she was like,
"Hey, dog."
But she should have been
dog.
Yeah. If you're gonna be,
I got one thing. I got one thing that could possibly make you feel better.
Maybe two.
What?
Yo, but dead ass. That's when we got to see Nia Long titties for the first dog.
Did you see her titties?
Yes, her titties was in that scene.
Really?
Yes. She took the bra when he started kissing up her body. Her titties was in the scene.
I thought sex was supposed to be like that for my whole life too. I swore that shit was gonna be music playing in the background.
That 90s saxophone goes
kissing.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes, bitch. Maybe
I didn't know that shit. Yo, I thought sex was supposed to be like soundless. I didn't know that shit was supposed to sound like. That's what it really sounds. Yo, think about that. That nigga was up there making quiet love to this girl in a day bed.
When she had it was a day bed. Yo, that thing was fat though. She had them panties on. You can see that shit. You can see the print through the panties. Yo, I was like, oh, pervert.
Yeah.
Give a fuck.
As they were running the camera along, I said, oh, she ain't shaved.
Oh yeah, she got the
she ain't shaved,
but it's fat
not
too.
one bit, and I can see it all.
But I seen them titties like, ooh, she got big old motherfucking
big old nipples, juicy nipples. Hey man, is Nia Long? If we all weren't married, is Nia Long off limits now? No, right? She's still fine, right?
Yeah, she's still fine as hell. What's crazy? Cube had Nia Long in a lot of his movies,
as he should. She's fucking amazing.
She's amazing. I guess that was the last time she was probably filmed naked.
Probably,
yeah.
And she was young,
and she deserves to be after that because of her status. Not even sure, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
She deserved that. That was a young in her career.
But I think just like a Leonardo DiCaprio with a Titanic, right?
Yeah,
like that type of shit. I think this movie is something that you should also harken back to. Like, no, that was a work of art.
It was.
And for what the movie needed to be. That scene needed to be that as well.
That probably wasn't even Nia Long.
That was her.
Think about it.
That was her.
Think about it. When you looked at the scene, the sex scene, right?
Nigga, that was
First of all, they never showed her face.
They never showed her face.
Never, not one
That's
time.
True.
When it came to her being in the bed and it started like from her legs and he started rubbing her legs, it stopped at the top of the breast. And then when they went to the sex scene, it didn't show anybody but Cuba Gooding on top, and the covers were covering her body.
All I know is I'm gonna say I seen her titties.
I want to say that too. That was a very influential time. I thought sex was supposed to mean something.
All right, so
I was wrong.
So, man, this is when everything catches up. When my wife seen the scene at when the Crenshaw shooting happened, I said, "Babe, this movie goes down." I knew from
she never saw it before.
She saw it, but not.
What?
She didn't watch it. How many times I watched? She watched Titanic over more than this. I knew
This is a cultural.
I knew once that scene that Crenshaw, and that's the sexy. I like, yo, this is where the shit gets. This is where the shit hit home for me.
Yeah, man.
So, you know,
I actually put pivotal moment of the movie. Yeah,
Doughboy sees him coming out the crib. He's like, I see you. You know, I see you come out the what's in Brandy crib 2 in the morning. What happened? What happened? He's laughing. He know what's up. Yeah. So. No, before that happened.
Is that something else?
No. Before that happened, they seen the red car.
That was after.
Yeah.
No,
they seen the red car.
Yeah, no, Ricky, Trey was on the porch with them when they see the red car. Yeah.
The red car. And
because he said, pick Chris up and put him on the porch.
Yeah. They seen the car spin. He's like, these fools on something. And then that's when they go in the crib. And Ricky Girl's like, yo, I need some cornmeal to fry the fish.
I wish she never asked for the fucking cornmeal, yo.
Yeah, because she asked me, still watching. She's like,
he watched a commercial,
Army commercial. Watching an Army commercial because he didn't think he passed the SAT. Because remember, this is how this was crazy about this scene. Watching, he didn't think he passed the SAT. He wanted to go to Army. He started telling, you know, the mom comes out, it's like, yo, go get the cornmeal. He comes out the Doughboy. Yo, man, once you go to the store, once you go to the store, he said, hey, my wife. No, that bitch ain't my wife. Just like that. Like, and that's when Ricky got mad.
Well, I mean, because
he called her. He said, "You in here with in-house?"
He said, "My wife ain't asked me to go get no cornmeal," and then he said, "Man, fuck you." That's what happened.
Yeah, he pushed him. These niggas.
He gave his homie his gun.
Yeah,
Doughboy. I mean, it's brotherly shit.
His brother. So they start fighting. They fighting. This one fucks me up because it fucked me up with this one.
Yeah,
I just tell after the scene. They start fighting his brothers
in the front yard. Yeah,
front yard. The mailman rolls up.
He don't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck. The mom breaks it up. Gives him the mail.
No,
the mom slaps Doughboy, picks him up, slaps Doughboy. He's like, "What you hit me for?"
Yeah, holding his face.
You know what I mean? Why you hit me? Why you always hitting me for?
Yeah. And she's asked Ricky, "Is he okay?" Yeah. He goes like this, walks off with Trey to go to the store.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's when the mailman hands her the mail, and she says, "You know, baby, what?"
They didn't see the red car yet.
No, they saw the red car.
No,
they see it again later. They saw the red car.
Then when they seen the red car,
they walked to the store. He went like this on the porch and went like that. Yep. Or he went like this. He ain't go like that. He went like this.
Yeah.
And that's when he said, put Chris up on the porch. That was that time.
Yeah. So Ricky and them go to the store. They see the red car again because they walk to the store.
Go ahead.
Get the stuff. They leave in the store. Doughboy sees the red car.
No, not Doughboy.
Trey sees Doughboy sees the red. That's how I knew something.
Let me tell this shit.
That's how I knew something was
I know, but let me tell it.
Go
ahead. You're getting the stuff wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
So when they leave the store, they walking down the street. He's scratching off the scratch offs. He said, "Yo, you win? You win something?" He was like, "I don't know yet." Keep scratching. Huh? So I ain't win nothing. All right, cool. So as they walking, Trey look up, but he look off. He said, "Yo, when I say cut."
They see the record cut.
When I say cut, we cut, right?
The
then the car, they see them niggas go. The car take off after them, right? Then he say cut. They run. As they're cutting through the backyard and shit, that's when they go around the corner and Doughboy see them niggas red car speeding through.
Yeah, that he know his brother's at the store.
And that's it. And this is why I brought up the protection earlier. His brotherly they just got into a fight. He know, oh shit, them niggas gonna try to fucking kill my brother. Or them niggas gonna fuck with my brother.
Yeah.
That's all he worried. He said, oh shit, Rick. That's all he worried about.
Ricky.
His fucking brother. That shit is so deep, it's not even
Ricky
funny.
Never, when he went in the alleyway, they thought they lost him. Ricky never, they shouldn't have split up.
They shouldn't have fucking split up, yo.
Ricky shouldn't have took that piss and they shouldn't have split up. They should have waited.
Yo, that shit hurt to this day. I wish I could change that part of the movie.
You hear the motherfucking saxophone start blaring, you like, oh, here it comes.
It's a rap. That fucking sax.
He's walking down.
Mind you, hold on though. Before when they see the car and they get off, he immediately go grab his gun. Doughboy go grab his gun. All them niggas jump off the porch. Chris rolls
down the steps.
He just rolls.
He went down the steps. He rolled down the steps. Nigga said, click, click, click.
Yo,
it came down the steps like that. What is he doing?
Let me tell you something. About that. That's why the nigga arms were strong.
That's why I'm telling you.
This nigga had control, bro.
Went down 3 steps like it was nothing.
He got the athlete fucking.
That nigga said with the wheels that go like this. That nigga said tap 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 tap. I said, oh shit.
Understand? They all jumped in the car. Chris rolled.
Yeah.
So they all jumped in the car. Boom, gone. This nigga ain't think twice. He said, nah, fuck that. He didn't even know that's what they was doing. He just know. Oh, let me go. You know what I mean? But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
very
they
important.
Fucking walking down the alleyway, man.
Split up. Fuck the nigga split up.
And that's when you hear motherfucking the most iconic scene in every fucking movie. Ricky! Yo, hit the nigga. Running, start running, hit him with a shot in the leg, and hit him again in the chest.
That was very hard to watch. As an adult, that was very hard to watch.
Yeah, Paul, because it's like it was unnecessary, bro. So this is where the scene where you put Doughboy in. Doughboy comes out of the way. It's too late. You see his brother killed.
Well, yeah, because Trey runs as he sees him getting shot.
Yeah,
and he,
cover. He tell him, yo, man, hold his head, because, bro, you don't understand. I seen that shit. That's where the whole scene you fucked me up. I seen this shit, like this shit. That shit was like that was a real part of my life. So you can see the pain in everybody's eyes, because it's like, yo, I've been there. Like, I seen the pain in my mom's eyes. My brother got killed, my brother's eyes. And even when I'm watching it back, I'm like, nobody clean the blood off. I'm like, don't. Like, I had a rag where I wiped the blood off my brother's face in the hospital. I had that rag in my pocket for months. Never washed it. Just left it the fuck there. And I just used to grab it every day. It's like, just put my hand in my pocket. Knew that rag was there. So that scene fucked me up. I'm watching that shit. I'm like, damn, man, I know what the fuck they going through. That shit should tear you up. As a brother, you like, you take him back to the house, you put him in there, the mom spaz, and she going off on Doughboy. She mad at him because she thinking he did this to Ricky. And he didn't, dog. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with this shit, but he was trying to protect his brother and shit, man. And it's fucked up because you angry, dog. You pissed, like
every emotion.
Yeah, man. It was a fucked up scene. That's why I fuck with me so much watching this time. It fucked me up.
I think to piggyback off that, I think that scene as an adult affected me way more than as a kid. As a kid, you watch it, it's iconic. That's number one. It's one of the most famous scenes, at least in our culture. Everybody can describe that scene, but as an adult, I watch it and I don't just think about when he gets shot. It's everything afterwards. It's all of the aftermath. Because seeing that and I think it was done perfectly. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how to evoke emotion. But the way they treated that scene, the way it's like down to the people in the background, which I've never noticed. When they pull up and Doughboy jump out, Doughboy drop his gun because he's seeing his brother on the floor. Trey has cradling this man.
Yeah, tell him be careful with his head.
Telling him be careful with his head. Like that shit it's so crazy. The rest of them in the background just about like putting their heads on the car. Like they all said. That shit was so crazy. Then they take him back to the house, call his mom. The girl walk in with the blood curdling scream.
Yeah.
Grabbing the little boy. Dog, that shit is crazy when you watching that.
Yeah.
It is insane. That's why I said, I ain't gonna lie. I shed a tear at the time. Watching it in my room, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because of the aftermath and how well, honestly, it was played. That's why I said it was a masterclass in acting.
Yeah,
the way they did this scene and directing.
Yeah.
Because you could see like the mother, she was like, Trey was like, no, Doughboy was like, yo, give me the baby.
He don't need
He
to be
didn't see
seeing
this.
this.
He don't need to see this. She's pissed
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
she
the baby
thinking he got.
Yeah.
Don't touch him. Don't you touch him.
Yeah.
He tries to go hug the mother. She's going through it. He hugging her. She start hitting him. It's your fault. You had something to do. It's like, Mom, I didn't, Mom. Like he's trying to explain, yo, I had nothing. Like,
which
whole
further
time
taps into the hatred that she has for him,
Yeah.
or dislike that she has for him.
Yeah, there's no one there to console Doughboy.
no.
Like no one's taking what's going on with him emotionally at all, except for Trey. You know what I'm saying? Trey is there when it happens. Doughboy comes and finds him. These are the only two people who actually know what happened. I mean, if she was actually paying attention to what was going on, speaking about the mom, she would have known that Doughboy was home the whole time. He literally drove 5 minutes later, found his brother. There's no way possible
and brought
that
him
it could
back
happen.
home.
But since he's had so much of a past where whatever may have happened, that
They got the wrong brother.
well, not they got
That's
the
what
wrong,
the mother probably thought. They got
And in
they,
her mind,
they
it's his
probably,
fault regardless.
Yeah,
It's his
they
fault.
probably looking for you and killed your brother
you know what I
instead.
mean?
And I want to just keep going further, bro, because like I said, all of this shit was me. I didn't expect for this to kind of affect me the way it did, because it's the way that you would react in this situation, and that's why I said it was written perfectly.
Yeah.
The thing is, as Ricky, which for some reason I view this through not Ricky, I view this through Trey's lens, right? He's not no street nigga. He's not a street nigga. He saw his best friend get murdered for nothing. For nothing. He don't know what to do. You just saw him swinging, saying, I'm tired of this shit and all that shit. That shit's still in him.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I'd have did the same shit, even though I'm not about none of this shit. That nigga say, yo, meet me in my house in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Meet me in my house.
By that point, you trigger it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to kill somebody.
As though when you living in this situation and you see this shit happen all the time, you automatically know there's nothing that anybody's going to do about it. There's nothing that's anyone is going to do for this situation. We got to be the ones to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like the cops aren't going to help. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody we can call. We got to do this the only way we know how. And the first thing you want, if anybody knows anything, Kev, you could tell them the first thing you want is revenge. You don't think about nothing else. Yeah, you want to get that person that took the one person that you care about in your life away. You want them to either feel your pain or feel the pain in general.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it don't matter what anybody say.
In that instant, you know what I mean? You carrying your best friend, you know what I'm saying, back into the house. He's gone. You over here holding the mom down because she's spazzing out on the other brother. You see all these emotions and you're dealing with your own emotions. Not only that, but you watch this shit happen, unfold in front of your fucking eyes. The only thing that's in your mind at that point is, nah, yo, fuck that. Everything else is just gone. You know what I mean?
Because it's crazy. He walked right in the crib.
Straight to the 357.
Straight to the 357. Like, the dad sees the blood on him. The girl's trying to talk. He don't want to hear shit she got to say. Dad's just getting off of work.
Was hard to watch.
He pushed her away. Dad sees, he's like, yo, he go get the gun. And dad like, yo, man, you confused? Like, what do I say to my son? My son is upset, angry. He got a fucking gun in his hand. He ready to throw his fucking life away. Like, yo, man. He calmly talking, yo, man, just give me the gun.
Not even that. He's telling him like, oh,
what are you going to
it's not even that he was confused. He see what's going on and he knows his son. So now, so now you bad. You know what I'm saying? So now you a big dog. You out here. You ready to shoot somebody? You got that in you? If you gonna shoot somebody, shoot me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me be the guy that you gonna shoot.
I think. I'm so sorry.
Look good.
Sorry. I think the code in that particular scene was the culmination of, I've taught you.
Yeah.
All of this. Now I have to actually make sure that
it's implemented.
Yeah.
That
you was the important part of that scene that I didn't get until now as a grown man.
Yeah.
All of that shit that you saw earlier in the movie was coming to that scene where it's like you can throw your life away and do exactly what them niggas doing across the street for whatever reason you have, or you take another road and get out of this shit and do the things that I taught you and be the man like I taught you.
Because everything I said to you as you were growing up about this area is happening to you right now. You know what I'm saying? And I've prepared you for situations like this because I feel like they've all gone through it already. I feel like his dad probably lost somebody when they were out there.
He said it.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has lost somebody to the violence. And he's learned a different way to overcome it because he knows that there's no other way to survive unless you take a different path, unless you choose a different mindset. And he needs to show that to his son because he sees it on a daily. So now it's in his house.
Yeah, it's right there. I mean, at your front door.
Yeah, so
he knew.
He wound up talking the gun out of Trey's hand. And in a brief moment, him taking his eyes off of Trey,
he lets
Nia along in the
house.
Brandy in the house. They talking. He's like, what's going on with Trey? I don't know. Let's go check on him. Windows open. Brandy goes in there. Brandy goes in the room. Windows open. Tells Dad he's gone. And Dad's like,
she just yells Trey. She says Trey. And he's jumping into the car. They drive off.
And the dad is like, you helpless as a fucking father because it's like, man.
He was crying if you look.
He was crying because he's like, I can't do nothing.
Well, I think he started crying like as he was taking the gun away. You know what I'm saying? Like he was already emotional. Once he got the gun away and he went to open the door, I think he was already in that emotional state. Like, you know how you go through a situation and after you feel as though it's a little calm, you're a little shaky.
Yeah.
So, you can't necessarily control your emotions. They just gonna show.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? By the time he turned around and he noticed he was gone, then it's like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like
I might lose my son.
I thought I stopped this already.
I might lose my son.
But push forward.
So they ride in the car. They going to look for the dudes that killed Ricky.
Yeah, man.
They ride and Trey says, "Let me out."
The saxophone is going crazy.
Saxophone's going crazy.
It's like heated.
Yeah,
that's boogieing on the back line.
Trey, like, yo, let me out.
Yeah, man. And why the dude loading the AK?
Why they loading the AK? He's like, let him out. They understood. They like, you know what, man? That's my brother. I understand. You right.
He didn't say anything though.
They didn't say nothing, but you
could tell.
Looking at that scene, they could say,
you can tell.
Nigga, it's cool. We got this. You ain't. Everybody body language say you ain't about this, man. I don't even want to get you into this, but this shit gonna get handled by because this is what we do.
Yeah. It was a lot unsaid that was said.
Yeah, because nobody was angry at him. Nobody was mad at him when he let him out the car. It was nothing.
I don't think that Doughboy had actually ever killed anybody.
That was that was implied.
Yeah.
That was implied because of the conversation they had the next day. But continue.
Yeah, so
it was implied though.
It was implied, but
I mean, even before that,
he was still a gangster.
I'll get into it again.
But you can see the body language. Everybody, nobody was mad at Trey. Like, man, this nigga pussied out. It was like he pulled over. Doughboy just let him out the car. He had to. And you cut back to the scene. You see the dad. He's stressed. Like, where the fuck is my son at?
He got his little meditation beads.
Meditation balls.
Chill.
That's what they are.
Meditation beads.
Balls.
That's what they call meditation balls, my nigga.
He just rolling the balls.
Where you pulling the meditation beads?
But that's that's I don't. But that was like the that's his thinking ball. Whenever he think, he just.
I'm either circling them or I'm draining them. But I'm
crazy.
My thinking balls.
and they're riding around. You know what I'm saying?
What's another thing that got to be playing through the dad's head also while he's fucking around sitting there? What's up? He had the argument with the mom on the phone. Then he had an argument again with her at.
Oh yeah, when he ordered the cafe au lait, which I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's a cat, and she, he's arguing why Trey needs to be here with me. He's probably saying, man, I should have, if I probably would have got my son out of this situation and let him go back to his mother, he wouldn't be in this situation. And it's like, it's a weird place you put you at. His dad's like trying to teach you something, but where I'm at, man, this ain't, I don't think you should be here.
Everything's going to play in your head if you're him.
Oh yeah.
Because you just waiting at this point to you waiting for the outcome, hoping that he don't get brought home and in a body bag, or he don't get go home bloody and shot, or go into jail
for life. So yeah, it was crazy, man. I'm glad he got out the car.
He got out the car. They riding, you know what I mean? They riding around. Say, man, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, these goofy ass niggas that did shoot Ricky, they just eating, having the time of their life.
Laugh, talk about pussy. They gonna
talking about seeing this girl. I'm gonna see my girl.
She already seen
y'all asses home.
Y'all niggas gonna go home. And they just having a blast, after murdering a person for no reason. And they see him. These niggas go right there.
Cut the lights.
Cut the lights, fool. You know what I'm saying? See them niggas. They noticed him. He did an interesting thing, though. The guy in the hat. He did an interesting thing. So once they see him in the car, speeds up to try to, do the drive-by and shit. The nigga runs. All of them run, and they all run in the same direction.
He told him, don't.
The nigga said, don't follow me. What kind? Yeah, this nigga's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He gotta go.
So
he gotta go.
They guns him down. Boom.
With the AK.
AK. Doughboy's like, fuck this shit. Doughboy hops out the car. Hits the one. I think he hits the one boy, finishes him off.
He was crawling, yep.
Hit him, finished him off. Get to the dude that he remembered, the face that he remembered. That had it out with his brother.
Uh-huh.
He's like, man,
what he say?
Turn over.
Turn your punk ass over.
He said, man, I ain't the one who pulled the trigger.
Highly emotional right now.
Yeah, he was like, I ain't the one who pulled the trigger. Like, yo, I ain't kill your brother, but nigga, you was there.
Nigga, fuck out of here. All y'all niggas.
Man, whatever, man. What the fuck you gonna do, nigga?
Fuck you. Fuck you, man.
Hit the nigga 2 times and just finishes him. It's like, yo, his homies in the car. Come on. You hear like the car alarms going off.
Yeah, the cops coming.
Cops coming, everything.
What's particular about that scene to me is when Doughboy pulls up and he turns the light off, you could see he's at a loss for a second because his boy is telling him to cut the light off, but repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, cut the lights. He loading the gun up. He's like, yo, nigga, cut the lights off. You know what I'm saying? And Doughboy kind of clicks into it like, oh shit, like he's trying to decide like that.
Am I going to murder these niggas?
What the fuck am I going to do? Am I going to go through with this?
Right.
When he rides up on him and they shoot him, he hops out the car. He shoots the one nigga, like as he see him crawling, he just hits him a quick time, but he's focused on that nigga crawling away.
He really is, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think when he shot him, it just was like out of instinct, like he's already down. When he flips him over and he goes to shoot him, yeah, and he shoots him twice, he stares at him like right then he's watching him die. And I think that's when it actually clicks in his head, like, yo, this is the first time I ever had to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? I think that was his real first experience of being in a situation like that. And once that happened, it kind of changed him mentally. You know what I'm saying? And to move forward to the next day when
well, before that, I would like to point out that another scene where words weren't said, but a lot was said. Trey comes home.
Yeah.
Still in his bloody clothes. Still, and his dad walks out the room, looks at him, stares, and then goes back into his room. Trey then, he's staring, they make eye contact, but Trey then on his way to his room kind of does not a double take, but he kind of stops, kind of goes to his dad's room and then goes to his room. And I think there was a lot said there without it having to be said.
It was like, I want to tell you I didn't do it, Pops.
I think one.
And I listened to your words. Your words.
It was a lot.
Your words repeated in my head. I heard.
But even the dad.
The dad knew, like, dad was scared, like, yo, did he kill somebody? I don't want to ask him.
No, I think the dad was like, I'm glad you're okay, but I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, it's like, yo.
I'm disappointed.
Not even that, but it's just like when you're looking at this scenario, it's relief because he's like, yo, you're home. And I don't want to know what happened at this point. I don't even want you to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're home. This is a wild scenario, you know what I mean? And the conversations that they have previous to this, I feel like he knows that when he's open, they're going to talk about it. But right then and there is so much emotion that you don't know how to actually confront this situation. I mean, your son comes home in bloody clothes. he dips off again and he comes back. You don't know what to make of it. You just know that something transpired, and in your gut, you just praying like, yo, I don't want none of this to have to, because think about it. You don't know what's happening. It could come back again.
Yeah, you don't.
You know what I mean?
It's the worst. It's the worst of the worst. So
yeah, it's a crazy. That was a crazy scene.
So
from
each little
from
piece,
Ricky, from Ricky getting shot to that scene was powerful.
Yeah, each little piece
so powerful.
Yeah, even the next day, you see Doughboy wake up. He up early, man. You can, and what's crazy, he's walking over. He would have 40, busting trap.
40.
When he sit down, if you notice this, when he sits down and starts talking to Trey, he looked like he just got done crying. You ain't looking at that. You can still see like the tears in the corner.
He finally
that was
able to
his brother was killed last night.
Yeah, so his brother
let
was
these emotions.
Yeah, so you can. It was like but I'm talking about that little subtlety that they put in the movie, like.
Yeah, masterful, bro.
Like
sure.
I never been up this early in my life because he probably got no sleep. Your brother died.
Sitting there thinking about all the shit that transpired in the last 6 to 12 hours of your life. You know what I mean?
Killed somebody. I think I got revenge. My mother don't. Like, I'm going through this bullshit with my mother. You know, her golden child is taken. She don't want nothing to do with me. It's just everything.
He lets him know. He says, and I understand why you got out the car last night.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? You don't want that shit to haunt you. You know what I'm saying? And he goes on to say something about losing his brother. And he was like, man, I don't even got no brother. That shit was like, whoa. Like I said, as a kid, all that shit they was talking about, I just know you don't show. I just knew that part. Yeah. I didn't really comprehend everything he was saying. So I'm gonna try to go through it as much. I didn't write it down. I'm going off of what he said. And he said that he ain't got no brother. He was like, damn, I don't even got no mother neither. I said, fuck.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. He was watching the news and they talking about what's going on overseas, all the violence overseas. And either they don't know, don't show, or don't give a fuck about what's going on in the hood. He was like, all that shit they were showing overseas, he said, they ain't even show nothing about my brother. And I was like, fuck, that is insane, because that's a reality to a lot of fucking people.
Because it's like it just spoke to how much was going on back there. It's like, man, nobody gives a. It's like it basically saying nobody gives a fuck about us. Y'all more concerned about these oil and all these wars and terrorists, and looking at all these other people and worried about he said they killing people over there and all this, and they worried about who they killing over here. He's like, people dying over here, like people getting killed out here all the time. They don't even look at this. They don't shine a light on it. But he told Trey, he told Trey, Trey said, yeah, after he said, I don't got a mother, he said, man, you still got a brother.
Well, that was at the end.
That was right there, because when he was walking up, he said, man, I ain't got a brother no more.
At the very end.
Yeah, I don't got a brother. He said, man, you still got, you ain't got a mother.
As he walked away, he said, yo, Doe. He's like, what's up?
Still got a brother.
Still got one brother left.
And they gave
each other a hug. And then he walked off, poured out his fucking 40.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
6 days later, they buried his brother. 2 weeks later, Doughboy was killed. Murdered. He was murdered. Trey got out the hood, went to Morehouse. Brandy, she was Spelman.
Yep.
Right across the street from. It was like that's how 90s movies ended. It didn't have an ending, but it was sad because it really was.
He faded away.
It was no
that shit was fucking.
Yeah, when he faded away, it was like it was no happy. It was no. There was no happy ending. It just ended.
And that's what I would like to say about this movie too, bro. It's like, if you didn't grow up in this shit, bro, like if you don't remember somebody from when you was a child that got murdered or whatever, like if you don't have anything connected to this, you don't even know what this shit means. This shit is just entertainment to you. You feel what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker watching this shit, it's like, oh man, it's crazy. Hood movies. Nah, this shit is really deep. It's very deep.
Because I've seen people do movies review about this fucking movie, and it's like, oh man, it's a hood classic. It's like, man, I could tell you just watch gangster movies and you live in a protected bubble and you never really experience this shit deeper than
it is so deep.
Shit deeper than that, because like I said, the shit watching again now and shit A lot of this shit happened to me with fucking with Doughboy went through. I experienced the same thing and shit just hit home.
It's different.
It just hit home. Y'all was a part of it. You came to my crib. You was my homie that seen me that night. You came. Y'all talked to me. Y'all was all a part of. Y'all seen that happen firsthand.
I can't say that it hit that nerve, but that I definitely thought about that as watching this, and that's why I said I kind of looked at it through the lens of Trey. Is that I'm not about none of this shit, but for my man, where we going? If we got to go somewhere, I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do, but we're gonna do something if we got to. So that's kind of the case.
So let's wrap it up. We're gonna hit it with the. You're gonna hit it.
Always a classic forever.
So
always a classic.
We do classic or trash.
Oh shit! You gotta explain it.
You gotta explain it.
Yeah.
This is the time. It's so emotionally heavy, but this is the time where we this time of this podcast where we dub this a classic or say should we trash it. So we call it classic or trash it. Honestly, we all know where everybody is, but we're gonna start with Kev.
Man, it's a classic, bro. Like I said, man, it's what's my favorite movie as a kid? I watched it, even watched it in my early 20s when I was still a young man. It was still like on that, this is that gangster movie.
Yeah.
It was because you still had that young energy in your blood that you was still in the shit. But watching that shit now at 44 and looking back, it was like, man, some deep shit. It's like there's a lot of deep shit. No, 42, my bad.
I'm saying
no, when you get over 40, you don't know your age, nigga.
no,
I'm 40.
I know, whatever.
And I know.
I'll be 43 in April.
I was thinking
All right, man.
44. When I'm 44, I feel 48.
All right. So
You Furious Styles, nigga.
So it's just a classic, man. It just hit home. Like I said, shit had me had a tear in my eye this morning watching this shit. For some reason, watching everything, these different scenes from the crack baby to you just can't walk around in your neighborhood without some dumb shit happening to
just
Ricky dying and getting the put, like you see the little high school element, but it's like, man, I made it to 44. I made it 42. I know, I say it again. I made it to 42. That's why it's a classic, dog. That's why it's a classic for me. I made it to 42. I'm
gonna be fast. It's a classic because honestly, it is a masterful piece of cinema.
Yeah.
I think that it should be, even though it's in the, what do you call it? In the Smithsonian? What is it?
It's in the National
Geographic Magazine.
National Film Registry.
My nigga said the
National. I think it should be held in regards of like, I don't know what, like Citizen Kane, Titanic, whatever you deem a classic cinema
is preserved.
This should be one of those movies. I think it's done well in every way. It's almost a fucking documentary. You know what I'm saying? Just with fake characters. It is really, really good, and it should always and forever be held as a classic.
Definitely a classic. It'll hold weight until I'm 100 years old. Past that, if you want to know about life in that time and what we went through culturally, I mean, that just didn't affect just Cali. That shit was anywhere that there was a hood.
Yeah.
If somebody watches that, there's someone in the world who has lived that life, has gone through the things that they've gone through. It was one of my favorite movies of all time, and watching it just, not to say nostalgia, but just brings back stuff, good and bad. You know what I mean? Friendships, loss. It can be hard to watch, but also, it's appreciated in its own sense, and it'll always be up there with the classics. I mean, there ain't really much that John Singleton done that I didn't like. So, with that being said, classic.
All right. Rest in peace, John Singleton. Either they don't know or don't show.
Don't care.
Don't give a fuck about what's going on in the hood.
Yeah. All right. That's it. That's a wrap, man. Peace.
Let the streets rejoice.